Hope that goes well, by the way, Mem. Oh, on a random topic, and I've had to complain about this with jobs before, but do you guys, can any of you understand why I still have to do an employability skills despite being full-time study and casually employed? But jobs, suddenly saying I still have to do this?
The government loves paperwork.
It makes no fucking sense. That's the problem.
I think it depends on the course. Anyway, we're live. Hello.
Hi, live. I'm Dad.
Shut up. The takeaway inspiration. Sass me again, boy. We're up to session 26 of Echoes of the Forgotten. The three people with inspiration for today are Terra, Osiris, and Judas. And we are down a lovely Kim as she's gone to go with other people get married because she doesn't understand. No, not get married, get engaged because she doesn't understand that's not important compared to D&D at all.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna miss out on so
Who
many.
would take a
quick
holiday
opportunities.
to go watch a wedding? Stupid idiot.
Yeah, who would,
And,
who would
you know,
not
like,
play
skip
Dungeons and
out.
Dragons for a
I'll be
wedding?
honest, I'd ditch this if someone invited me for food.
But
Fair.
we'll have Darian do his recap and we'll begin a very tense session.
Last time on Echoes, the group finished their Lamberna trip north, spending the time receiving strange dreams and studying where they could. As they arrived in Highview, Annex took the opportunity to say her goodbyes and departed from the group, having other vital work that needed to be done. As she vanished into the crowd of porters, Mardo spotted the rest of the party and promptly informed them that they are on trial for opening the gate and all the chaos that has resulted from that. Dragged before the High King, a few other unknown Dwarven kings, and a lot of Dwarven nobles, the party had to argue for the right to go fix the problem instead of being executed. In the middle of all this, Annexara was unceremoniously deposited with her party, being unable to avoid the trial. Some arguing happened, and eventually the verdict, much to the displeasure of the masses, was to send the party to solve the problem or die trying. Mardo took the party back to Zerosh's townhouse they'd previously stayed in, and discovered that Annex wasn't actually Annex, but instead a druid named Terra, who'd been dragged into this whole mess because she'd assumed Annex's form for a brief time and was mistaken for her, and thus arrested for trying to skip the trial. After talking and eventually settling in, the party started trying everything they could to activate the remaining sides of the cube keystone, and with much trial and lots of errors, they finally uncovered how to access each side. Resting off the frustration, some of the party was awoken by the arrival of Zerosh and Azeroth, having been informed of their arrival by the House Steward. And choosing to avoid actually dealing with any of the consequences of his actions, early the next day he joined the party and heading to Adarma Undor. The path to the only Dwarven city the party had seen the only other Dwarven city the party has seen was strewn with trash, abandoned belongings, and packs of passing refugees fleeing whatever was going on near the gate. And arriving at Adarma Undor, its own gates sitting open, the party stepped into a city of chaos. Dwarven soldiers dealing with elementals of different types, turning the city into a pile of rubble, or fending off increasing numbers of undead. Retracing their steps back to the gate, the party passed many tired soldiers and even more signs of conflict. As they got closer, though, it became oddly calm, until they arrived at the gate itself, where skeletons and mephits were trading blows all around the still open portal. Moving forward while the path stayed clear, their attention was drawn back behind them where another group of skeletons was arriving, one floating above the ground. Azeroth didn't like that very much and told the party to run for the gate before unleashing a torrent of fire back the way they'd come. The floating skeleton unleashed magic of its own in the party's direction. Crossing the final steps of the portal, a single spell made it past Azeroth and struck the fleeing Mardo. Running as fast as he could, he passed through the gate, and his petrified body skidded across the ground inside. And here we continue.
So yeah, once again you enter this chamber made out of white stone. There seems to be 6 different passageways leading off on the west and east side, and in front of you is a black stone door embedded into the wall at the top. Above it lay 6 little gemstone-like moats that are currently dull. As you enter, whoever was last, you see as Mardo screeches along the stone ground behind you.
Judas will immediately rush up to him and check to see if there is anything he can possibly do to get rid of that.
Well, he's made of stone now.
Is he still standing up?
No, the momentum he was running at caused his body to fall over, so he basically skidded on his face. Luckily, no parts of him broke off.
And the floor wasn't scratched. Luckily, the floor wasn't scratched.
That's also very important.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, what are you all doing?
Just trying to remember.
Damn it, that doesn't work.
Lesser restoration will not restore petrification. You just
Yeah. I was looking at lay on hands, but expending 5 points only gets rid of poison or disease.
Oh, and super before anything, the path that you guys went down last time was the bottom east.
otherwise known as southeast.
So that's where you went last time, just before we didn't do anything else.
So, what are you all doing?
Is
well,
the
I
gate
don't know
closed?
what that was, but that happened. Does this happen to you guys all the time?
You could say that.
You guys have a very unhealthy lifestyle, and you should look into that.
You could say that. If hopefully Zerosh can get here soon, he should be able to fix this.
I need to,
For now, let's just keep him still and secure. Petrification, they don't feel very much whilst they're in it. But if he does get damaged in that form, then he is damaged in real life. So let's
So
just
I
lay him down
shouldn't-
carefully.
I
will-
should chip pieces off.
Yeah, that would be like chipping pieces of his flesh.
What if I did it to his hair?
I guess you'd be giving him a haircut, so as long as you're careful.
just
Sure,
don't do
cool.
the beard.
But then that's just no fun.
That is a great dishonor for dwarven kind. To have your beard shaved. Sclera, and I'll go over to my Aqualair, and I'll gently move Stone Man to the center of the room, and I'll tell Sclera to stay guard, and see if anyone comes through the gate, and guard.
Okay, we need to figure out which path we want to take this time. Do we want to do the one we did last time, or do we want to work through them in a different order?
Well, the one that we did last time, we're at least more familiar with. I feel like succeeding with that would at least be a step forward.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree. What does everyone else think?
Well, the problem that you know is a lot easier to fare against than the problem that you don't. As the proverb will be twisted. If we know how to solve this one, it's easier to probably solve it than try and do another one that's completely different. But we don't know the rules to.
Oh shit! Are you one called as Parrot?
Why is there a bed? Oh,
No.
right. Oh, right.
Aqualia.
No. Think Griffin without the wing.
There's all
Demigriff.
the physiological differences that Darian and I figured on all the time, but
Oh yeah, I
argue.
mean, they have one eye.
It also has one eye, yeah.
and it's purple.
So you guys are going
So it's
towards.
this path here.
Yep, that's the one you guys went to last time.
As you walk in, you see that, as you can sort of see on the map itself, there are seeming to be glows of emanating energy from each statue, each little plinth that's there, and this one just seems to be a silvery white. It's not showing up on the screen.
Okay. So this was the one, if I remember correctly, this was the one we had to use Identify on the cube to be able to get through. Is that correct?
It's one way to find out.
Well, I have it.
I have
I have it all
colours
written
listed up
down
and
unless
get my
I've
notes
stuffed it
up.
up. But I believe Osiris is the one with the cube.
Uh-huh. Oh,
So,
yeah.
um,
All the notes. This
They're in
really
the other one.
I'll read out them later.
did you lose your notes?
No, it's good.
They're in the other thing.
Oh, I have mine written down in a Google Doc.
I'll go around there. So after this,
Oh,
need to
good.
see people.
I will just remember the best I can.
I can bring them up.
Will be nice because you guys do have it all written down.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, yeah. Like identifying magic was white.
It is.
So I will do a cheeky 10-minute ritual cast of Identify to make the cube light up and go put it in the slot.
Okay. As you do, the plinth hums with this white energy. All of you are pushed, who are remaining in the circle, are pushed into this full 15-foot corridor. And...
Is that including Slayer, or is Slayer too big?
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be a bit squishy.
Yep.
Yep.
You're all like pulled into this corridor, and then you're all basically butted in by the demigriff being dragged in as well.
We're also not 5 feet wide, to be fair.
No, his statue stays exactly where it is.
Oh, that's fine.
At that point, I will.
You dispel
Oh.
it.
No.
Well, I assume we're swapping maps.
So into a different area of this map.
Just
Ah,
right
let's see.
there, if you find it.
Bottom right.
Ah.
Just move Slayer out the way.
Imagine that, using map space.
Maps?
I was wondering why you guys were talking about it being so big when it didn't look that big.
Yep. Because you're all dragged in as like a flash, and then as your eyes clear, the room you came from is different. The doors at either end and the side passages are all gone.
The white marble stonework of the floor has changed to this very dusty sandstone. In this room you see various amounts of plants, 3 pedestals with skulls on the side. Engraved on the ground are these 4 stone tiles that are making divots in the ground. They're black and empty, seems as if something can go in them, and a sun and a moon symbol lay next to on either side of the bar.
Okay.
Time to find out if we've got the right order this time.
I've got a few things written down that we were discussing this morning.
As of note, the ones on the ground, tiles on the ground that are actual, like, for the puzzle, they're on there. They're in a particular order, but you can just say which one you pick up, and that will be that. There's not really,
cool.
don't have to go to a spot to pick the specific one up.
Alright.
So I have written down the Divine's Fall as the first one, the Storm's Rage as the second one. I honestly couldn't figure out the third. Dragon's Sleep as the fourth one, and Kingdom Split as the fifth one. Which leaves us with the Titans Rejoice, the Stars Fade Out, and the Crystals Rise.
Well, we
Crystal
know
rises.
nothing about the crystals, so I think at least for the first try, leave that one out.
Yeah.
And as for the Stars Fade, that's still currently happening, so I don't think that should go in any sort of past area. So whatever is the third one left to put in that slot.
No, Jacoby, your missing senses have returned. So you know there's at least some kind of time limit on that effect, but you don't know how long it is, because it's literally months.
Titans Rejoice, the only thing we could really pull from that was that fairy tale of the world formed when a party made with the Titans run across along those lines. Which, if that's anything, that should be the first one. But that could just be a red herring.
There are also things created before the Titans, because they would have had to have something to exist on.
Or the Stars Fade Out could be the final one, because it's something that's still happening or is yet to finish.
Possible. Well, what one do we want to go with first?
I would like to try Divine's Fall, the Storm's Rage, the Dragon's Sleep, the Kingdom is Split, the Stars Fade Out.
Let's give that a go then.
Let's hope this works.
So you grab the assorted tiles, and you place them in the row from sun to moon. That's the order I'm assuming you place them?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, every. Okay, before we do that then, throughout all the research I've done in the Atheneum, are there any texts that are almost ancient and old that read from right to left instead?
No.
Okay, cool. Yep, left to right.
Okay. You place those 5 down in that order. You don't seem to notice any change to anything around you.
Start going through all the senses, see if I've lost one.
You cannot taste anything.
Okay.
Okay, that didn't work. Someone else should have a try.
I'm muted. Sorry. The divots in the ground glow, and as they do, the tiles are placed back to where they were originally.
There you go.
Was there any indifferent glowing out of any of them? Like, I don't know if you guys have ever played the game Mastermind.
No,
Like that.
there was no mastermind effect.
Okay, cool.
Basically, the section in the middle where the sun to the moon, that area glowed, and then it faded away, and the tiles all returned to where they were.
Okay. I wasn't sure if, like, maybe there was a green, a red, and a white indicating right placement, right tile, wrong placement, wrong tile.
See, that would make this a lot easier.
Yeah,
And we didn't do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys suck.
We ain't playing Wordle here.
I'm gonna like just let someone else.
Can I just have the the list so I can see in the chat of what sentences we know? Because I'm very much of a visual understander.
You mean the full, like the names of each thing?
Yeah, please.
And I will, if you are going to submit a line, please just type it in chat in shorthand.
Yep.
Just so we know. And with notes, if you wanna, I'll message you in the breaks and stuff. But if you guys wanna consolidate notes into smaller notes, or wanna squish a bunch of your old notes into one note file, let me know. Because I'll need you to make the note, and I'll copy and paste the text into it later.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm forgetting one. Which one have I not written down?
Stars fade out, times of joys, the crystals rise, kingdom splits, tormented, the dragon sleeps.
Oh, that's what I missed. There you go. Those are all 7 tiles.
Get a notepad.
Just because it would be nice. All right, I'll put the combination in. You just check. That was the combination you just checked.
Okay.
Okay.
So I feel like the wording of the stars fade out is a past tense thing, so
Yeah.
it's not like indicating that it's all starting to fade out. It's more like the conclusion, meaning it should be at the end or not in here at all.
We're also not too sure about the dragon sleeps because that's sort of
Yeah.
It's just an idea that it could be like the fact that dragons can't reproduce anymore.
It also leads me to the conclusion that like this seems to all be world importance to history, where the whole world does not care if a kingdom is divided. That's
I'm
like a political matter. Like nobody cares.
The kingdom is split could also mean like something to do with the cataclysm, like the world being split. So it could be like like maybe there was a kingdom that was sort of like in the center and it got split in two.
With dragon sleeps, how old is Azeroth?
I'll have to ask him next time we see him.
I feel like that's quite a rude question, isn't it?
I'm just
I don't
thinking.
imagine he would
Older
like-
than me.
I'm just thinking that sleep might refer to his death. And he has not died yet.
There are other dragons.
Why would he be so unique and important to be listed here? Or be referred to him?
Because it says the dragon, not
Yeah.
the dragons.
Yeah, why is it Azeroth? Why is it not some other dragon we don't know of in some other continent?
Because as far as we know, there is only one continent that has, and there is only one continent with a country named after a singular dragon.
That is a fair point. It's just... Oh, there's just no
Seems like
indication to
a
know if you get
rogue.
anything right.
Yeah.
The room itself is rather bare as well. Aside from those few plants and those skulls, this is all there is in the room.
Do I have anything?
Plants?
Would help.
Just
Yeah.
so thinking as well.
Could I have a look at the skulls and the plants?
Okay.
See what type they are.
Okay, well, the skulls are pretty obvious. It's 3 human skulls, just sitting on these pedestals.
And the
Okay.
plants are dead.
Yeah, the plants are withered and old,
Quite pretty nice.
but
They
yeah,
do look like. Actually, you
we didn't
know
write
the
down what
plants
kind
are.
of plant they are.
I have an idea, but he wasn't there, so he wouldn't know. But to anyone else who's investigating that, they do look like desert foliage.
I think I
Not
looked
like
around
cactuses
last
or
time.
anything, but they're all dead.
I did mention to Dimmy that there were 6 days of travel before this, and we didn't give people time to change out spells. You just have 2 weeks to do it. It's up to AJ if you want to let people switch out spells, considering now would definitely take advantage and totally not metagame or screw yourself other things later on. But there were 6 days that passed.
I'm happy with what I've got.
If
I'll
you're unhappy
make
with
do.
what you've got, you can switch. But I'm being kind once.
I was meant to mention it during the pre-session, and I forgot to, so that's why.
Just from like memory's sake, when we did this last time, when we left this room and went back to the sort of main hub, did we have our senses back then?
Nope.
No.
Only
Okay.
when you actually left the gate itself.
Shit,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to think for a minute. This room used divination magic, correct? To get in?
It was. Yes.
I go and I mount Slara, and I will cast Sea Invisibility on myself, giving Slara also the effects of Sea Invisibility. I'm
You
going to
having-
check the room for any hidden messages.
As you,
Okay. You go, AJ.
As you walk around on Slara, you see that some parts of the floor, now that you're under her, I don't know what the gender of your celestial Aquileo is, but you do see as if large letters were written on the ground underneath you.
I'm going to pay attention to those letters. There's writing on the floor.
Of
What does it say?
Reading it out. It takes it. They're very big, so it's fly move around the room, but to read it. But it reads: "The storm rends the kingdom."
The storm rends the kingdom.
Oh, thank you. I was going to do that.
after.
That kind of makes me think that the kingdom was something that happened before. This is not. They're not talking about scenarios.
Is that the only thing in this room that you can see? Judas?
There is also text above the ceiling that you all noticed. I think you saw that last time as well, but didn't really do anything. There are different like formations of languages all above on the ceiling of this room.
Right, I'll take a quick 10 minutes and cast Comprehend Languages.
Yep. Pretty sure you guys got this one as well last time, but I forgot to mention it.
I'll unmount Solera and see if she can see anything. I don't need to be mounted. It's just that so as long as I mount them when the spell is cast, they also have that effect, and it lasts an hour.
Right. Well, using after 10 minutes, the comprehend languages goes off, and all the words on the ceiling kind of seem to morph and shift in your head, and eventually you can read through it all a single sentence, which is the kingdom broke long after the divines fell from grace.
Remember that. Kingdom broke long after divine race.
Okay. So that makes me think that the Divines is still one of the first ones, if not the first.
Well, it depends whether it's like sort of going to be down the... I'm stalling for words. Whether it's going to be the order, like the room's going to tell us what goes next to what, or if it's going to be like, okay, this goes next to this, but this is long after that, so you've got to find what's before that in order to find what that's actually after.
Yeah.
So what was that? Storm,
So
Right,
we just have the storm.
Kingdom.
I have a feeling that
Makes
the
me think
storm brings the
before
kingdom.
Storm is divine. Is there anything else in the room?
Plants and skulls.
Plants and skulls. Well, I
Anything
don't
on the
have
list.
Speak with Dead.
Odds can get speak with dead.
Yeah, but that's metagaming, isn't it? I can't just be like, oh, so I can swap this
Yeah.
out because we saw the skulls last time we were here.
You could send
This
them
is
to
where
the
it's like,
afterlife,
because
man.
I didn't mention at the beginning. If you wanted to, this is the one chance. Well, the one chance we're gonna be like, yes, you can do this, but who knows what you're gonna need your spells later for?
It's your call.
Actually,
AJ
roll a history.
Yeah, there
See
you go.
if
Roll
you
a history.
remember there were skulls in this room from 3 months ago. Yeah, we can give you. You can remember that there was these plants and these skulls in this room before. So if you
Okay.
wanted to, you could have.
Okay, let me have a look at a bard's spell list just to be certain.
Also, for people in stream, we've updated some of the people into Multiverse of Madness, Multiverse of Monsters stuff. So Judas has new stuff, and Selena can do bonus action instead of action for going into Asimar mode, etc. I don't think anyone else has changed. Really.
I don't know if Total's got anything new.
Total's got changed, but I don't know what.
I'll have to go through and have a look.
I think they gave them. Oh, they're the. Okay.
Oh, that is okay. So you said we had 6 days, or do I have the opportunity to
Yes.
swap out? Oh,
Yes.
Fucking okay. Why me? Why bully me?
Which spell are you swapping out, Osiris?
Oh, well, I'm gonna swap out Calm Emotions.
It's okay,
And
Christine's not here. Oh,
Because-
she is, but
because I get access to both Speak with Dead and Speak with Plants, and well,
ah,
Yep.
ah.
and I assume I can swap out one spell.
You can swap multiple, but they're both. I'm assuming you don't have slots for both.
Well, I
Yeah,
could
you
just
can-
swap out lower level ones.
You can swap out lower ones,
Sam's
you just
right.
can't cast
Yeah.
higher.
I just don't know how
Right,
many
so
spell
I'm
slots you
kinda
have.
dead.
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Yeah, I got 2 third level spells.
I don't mind.
Just.
With the 25, you can remember there were plants in here.
Okay, alright. I tell you what, someone's got to take care of the healing. Getting rid of healing
Yep.
word as well. No, you
Um,
guys' problem. Where is player? No.
Jacoby heals with fist. Just knock you out so you don't feel
Spells.
anything.
Speak. Where are my spells? Oh, do I have to do the goddamn modules? Hang on a minute.
Ah, yes, if you haven't activated them.
Modules. Activation. Assume it's just everything.
Yep.
1.2.
Yep.
PC game. Can't believe you're gonna make me burn both my 3rd level spell slots. Oh, okay.
They're not making you technically.
They are.
Yeah.
Who else
Yeah.
is going to do it?
Well, you do have a druid with you. They could cast Speak with Plants.
Yeah, but they also would not have been informed of this. We don't know if they have
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
Let me ask you a
Yeah.
stupid question. Do you have any spell to raise the dead?
Speak with plants. And I have a revivify.
Another note, like, you could just not do it now.
Yeah, you could leave and
I-
come back later.
It totally is a thing of Osiris is like, nah, you know what? I have this plan. Fuck you. Especially with the whole thing of what happened earlier today / yesterday. He's a bit, we'll say bitter.
Okay,
Salty.
I'm
Right.
the law person.
You
I
can't
solved the
taste, remember?
puzzles.
It's not bitter.
It's tasteless right now.
Now, see, I taste through my nose smell.
Oh, that's right. I see all my fucking modules too when I load this.
Okay, close that, go over. Alright, Osiris rubs his head because he knows he's gonna have to do all the things. This is the only thing he's good, because he's not good at combat, let's be honest.
He's a support character.
But he makes a great dad.
He basically is the dad of the group.
He's
Yeah.
kind of the granddad.
We need a
group.
soundboard of the guy that says emotional damage. And I will take one of the skulls. And I will hold him in
Which one?
alas poor your. Oh, really wish. Okay. The middle one.
You should grab the middle skull.
Why is there a smirk on your face, Darian?
As you
There is.
Yeah, I know there is. I can hear it.
I can
pick
see
up the middle skull and go into your last poor Yorick, and I'm assuming cast the spell.
Uh-huh. I do the magic thing.
You notice as the other two all like shiver as well. They all three start to shiver and they all turn your way. For this room and this room only, you can speak to all 3 skulls on one cast, but the number of questions you ask has been reduced to 3.
You only get 3 questions.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those ones where there's two that lie and one that tells the truth, isn't it?
Oh, that's peanuts to figure out. Okay. Okay. I wasn't ready to ask questions straight away, if I'm totally
You know,
honest.
it's what you get.
Let me. I just closed my notepad. Where is it?
I believe in you,
So,
Osiris.
3 questions. You're not a bard. I'm not inspired. Shut up.
I'm
that's
giving
my
you the
job.
help action. Here you go.
Alright.
Oh, he just used the help action on you because he can do that. And
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
not that it does anything for asking a question.
See, I shouldn't ask, can you help, to begin with. That's dumb. Need to straight up ask. What is the order of the tiles in this room?
The left skull starts to clack, and it says, "The crystals rise with the sun." And the right skull starts to clack, and it says,
Titans rejoice at night.
but the middle skull does not react.
I think that helps.
You have 2 more questions to ask.
It
So
kind
I
of
think-
does. Sorry,
I-
you keep doing the thing.
No, you're right. Because I think from before this, like with the words in the room, what we've got so far is it goes divines fall, storm rages, kingdoms divide, whatever it is. Might be long before, so divine might be further back, but we know it goes storm, king.
If they're saying it in a way where it's like, because there's the sun and the moon.
So the Titans rejoice might be the last thing, and the crystals rise might be
Yeah.
the first thing,
Yeah.
and then it might be divine storm kingdom in the middle.
It could.
But you also learnt that the dragon Oh no, you didn't. That's another one that can't be found.
One legend lore.
Now I'm confused.
Um,
Right, Jace thrown me for a loop.
So crystals rise with the sun, titans rejoice at night.
And then there was
I'm
nothing
gonna
in the
do
middle.
something stupid.
Oh,
Really
really?
doing something
Mm.
stupid.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do something stupid.
Counterspell. I don't have
The
it.
stars fade out at the sun.
Mm-hmm.
The divines fall.
Mm-hmm.
The storm rages. The kingdom is split, and the dragon sleeps at night.
As you place those 5 down, the floor patterns glow again. The things are reset, and you've lost your sense of smell.
We should be.
Shit.
I turned back. How about before we go and waste all of our senses, you let me finish hearing everything I need to from what the room has to offer?
Fair
Maybe we
enough.
should be working together as a group rather than making decisions without asking anyone.
I just had an inkling. It just seemed like the most obvious answer was the
My
correct
point
answer.
being.
Okay. So I have 2 more questions. Hmm. What was the start of it all?
The left one shakes up.
The
Says-
crystals rise with the sun. And the other two don't respond.
Remain stagnant.
Okay, cool. So that seems to be solid. So the crystals first. And then assume the Titans is last.
The middle one is still yet to speak.
Uh-huh. So then there's 3 in the middle. We now go Storm Kingdom and Divine is beforehand. That would be my guess. When did the Divines fall?
None of the skulls respond.
And you feel the pull on the ethereal plane disappear as they all remain skulls as objects once more.
Alright. And let me move this out of the way. Go up to... Kingdom broke long after the Divines fell from grace. Storm rends the kingdom. Right, well, might as well go communicate with what else is left in the room, and I'll go to the big old plant. He
You
seems
go to the
like
big old plant?
Well, yeah, bigger means he's been alive longer. He
Cool.
has wisdom just like I do. I relate to this plant. And I'll use my last 3rd level spell slot and cast Speak with Plants.
As you do, you don't. Doesn't seem to animate in any way, but suddenly all you can hear is just like this driftless echo coming from every direction, and you hear the dragon sleeps when the moon is high.
That's all that it said.
That's all it
repeats
says. Yeah, it's just like endlessly repeating that one statement.
That seems like that's all what the plants or whatever's in this room is saying to me.
Yes.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
With the moon and the sun, can I pick them up?
No.
Okay.
So it seems like we have full statements now. At least for some things. Not for everything. I will come back to the to the group. Okay, so It seems like from everywhere in this room, it is constantly saying that dragon sleeps when the moon is high.
Okay.
On top of everything else, the Titans also rejoice at night. And, well, crystals rise with the sun. So, does that mean it would be
Could
crystal at
be-
the start? Do you reckon it would be Titans or dragons at the end? Whether the moon is high and it is at night, both are the same thing.
What did they say about Titans? They rejoice at night?
night. Yes,
And it said the dragons sleep when the moon is high.
correct.
So it could be the dragons and then the Titans.
It could
So it
also
could be-
not be the Titans because this is talking about the sun and the moon and has nothing to do with whether it's night or day. Because those are entities, not states of time.
Let me check
I'm
something.
just going by the
And
moon
I
symbol.
take. I'm going to take the crystal one, and I'm
Okay.
going to put it just below the sun in that tile next to me,
You place it on the ground.
and I place it on the ground there. I'm going to take the dragon and the titans,
Who's
and I'm
Seaweed
going to
coming
put
from?
the. I'm going to put the dragon above the moon, and I'm going to put the.
I think it should be the other way around. The dragons sleep when the moon is high, so the dragon should be lower than the moon.
Yeah, dragons lower than the moon, and then titans rejoice at night, so they will be next to the moon. They'd be above the moon, I think, or below. Would they be below the dragon?
I do
Yep.
also think that is a little bit convoluted for what we're going for. I totally understand where you're coming from, but
Yeah,
You're putting what the crystal and the Titan pieces directly next to or on top of the sun and moon symbol.
underneath them for now. I'm not doing anything yet.
Okay.
Because if we do that,
Yeah.
I think that's how we open it.
does the
That makes
platelets
sense.
of the sun and moon look identical to the ones we put the slots in? Like something could be placed over the top of it and it would still line up as the
No.
rest would.
The slates ones are embedded into the ground slightly, so like you can physically put something in there. These
Mhm.
ones sort of
Protrude
have
out.
got
Cool.
they've protrude out.
So when you place each of the other things in the row, they almost it's almost level as each one's placed on top. Yeah.
It would be flush when everything's in. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay. I have a suggestion of what we could do just based on facts that we've been given from this room so far. Because what the words have said is that Storm has raged the kingdom, so it seems like the Storm and the kingdom are side by side in that order.
Yep.
And then it said that the kingdom broke long after the divines fell from grace or whatever. So that means that the divine should be before the kingdoms, before the storm.
Yep.
So those three seem like an absolute. And then from both questions I asked from the skulls, it seems like the crystal comes first. So it goes crystal, then maybe divine, storm, kingdom, and then something that's got to do with the night, which is either
Stars
Titans
bit,
or the
dragon sleeping.
or the dragon sleep. I'm a strong believer that the stars don't have anything to do with this because they're still in a constant flux of happening. It's not history.
Yeah. And you didn't see mention of them at all within any of the things that you did.
No. I didn't ask
Yeah.
the question because technically one question got repeated, but that's my faux pas.
Okay, can you just read that order out again, just so I can write it down?
Yeah, I feel like it should be crystal, divine, storm, kingdom, and then either dragon or titans.
We've already. Oh yeah, that's right.
your current theory.
Yes. And I feel like the dragon is what we've heard of more than whatever this titan is, but that also makes me think that these titans might be more historical because we don't know about it.
Christine speaks up, but I only found out the Titan stuff was in a storybook for kids.
Well, well, at least from my experience, most stories are derived from somewhere. But because it is most recent information to us, I reckon that we try with the dragons first.
I'd be inclined to agree.
Are we all happy with that?
You know, if we put all the tiles in a certain order, it looks like there's a key to this room. I'm just saying.
He's probably a bit dramatic, but
How's Terra right now?
Okay.
I'm just curious as to what's going on in Terra's head. As they're all doing all this shit, you've got this idea, you're about to be prepared. What's going on in her head?
Just blank, empty stare with a big smile.
Oh yeah, you know what?
This is fun.
I'm doing
This
jigsaw
also-
I
for
don't understand
family.
any of this. These people are talking nonsense. I shouldn't be here.
You're doing a
I
jigsaw with your best chums.
I
know
just
what?
imagine.
I'm actually
Just
just
a-
gonna do one of these, just in case, because it is a sort of divination effect of divine sense of the room.
You sense divinely. You learn nothing of interest.
Apart from Slera being right there.
Yes.
Yep.
Slayer being celestial, you don't sense anything.
I put the code in.
So Crystal, Divine, Storm, Kingdom,
Dragon.
Dragon?
As you do, as you place it all in, the tiles in the bottom glow. All 7 of them this time. Immediately, your senses returned,
Yes!
and you see
So
as a
much
white-
serotonin in my head.
and a white mode of light just appears from the center of the room and then floats above your cube in the pedestal.
Oh, thank goodness.
Let me quickly just write down this order.
In case you need to do it again.
Sure.
You know a fun thing, Jeremy?
What's that?
You know what the middle skull said?
What?
The brother to my right is a liar.
Oh, but it
What did
didn't
he
say
say?
it.
The Titans rejoice at night.
Ah.
Oh, that's clever.
Yep. So yeah.
It was Crystal Divine. Storm. I'm an idiot.
As Osiris quickly writes it down.
He remembers it. I write it down because I won't.
As you all, I'm assuming, pick up the cube,
Yeah. Go back and pick up my cube.
you're transportalized back into the first room. And as you do, the white moat from the cube and the white side of the cube envelop to become one singular ball of light, and it seems to have drained from the cube and appear itself on the furthest right moat gem-like thing above the door. Back in this, you know what? We forgot something. There was something else in that room. You forgot your statued friend, who was just transported as where he was.
Oh yeah.
That'll be
He,
fine.
he would just be sitting in the middle of this room. We didn't even mention that Mardo did actually appear in this room. He just didn't get dragged into the corner with the rest of you.
Oh,
I see.
all right, because it sort of just changes the room.
I just
Yeah.
put my hat like on him as like a hat stand or a coat rack.
Oh.
What am I missing? Terror? No. I'm missing Turtle Boy. And Sclera.
Oh, there is so much serotonin coursing through me right now. I understand it wasn't even that hard of a thing to do, but it doesn't take much.
Hey, you figured out the other solutions to the puzzle.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Also, everyone's like, fucking don't make decisions without guessing. Dimmy got everything except one right on with a guess.
It doesn't matter. It's on principle. We work together as a team.
He
did.
was still.
No, he just
If he was playing
did it without
Wordle,
asking.
if he was playing Wordle, he would have got 4 out of 5. And it would have been green. So, none of that.
Don't enable.
It was 4 out of 5 in the right order, in the right spots.
Well done, Dimitri. You still weren't correct though. Don't take this
Sorry.
from me, please.
Oh no, you did work.
Okay.
I just thought it logically. Like, clearly the stars fade out in the morning.
The stars are the one that was also wrong.
Mm.
Yeah.
I also like the idea how that's all going on, and the entire time, I assume Jacoba was just leaning against the wall watching, without even bothering to say a single thing.
I also
yeah,
imagine that
something like that.
Jakubra. Sorry, you go.
No, he's not wrong. That's kind of just.
I'm
Kinda just
expecting
what was going on.
catapult. I'm expecting catapult levels from Jacoba in the next puzzle.
I expect Jakubra to lean against the same spot every time we've been in there. Where he leans, it's just got the fucking answer, like that episode of The Simpsons where the doctor covers the crayon in Homer's brain.
Tempt him. I
That'd
might
be
let
fun.
it happen.
AJ, we're gonna edit some notes.
So,
Alright.
what is your next choice?
Alright, what is the next letter of the alphabet that
They
other people
are-
can do? Because I'm out of spells.
D-E evocation.
It is a note that they are glowing the same colors as the cube does when you
Mhm.
so
I
you-
assumed as much.
Yep.
Well, who wants to do trial by fire?
Oh, so we're going in red?
Yep,
No.
that one sounds good to me. That sounds like something I understand.
Oh,
'Cause I
someone
do
want to
not
light this up
understand
for me?
anything that just happened.
I hold the cube up. Someone want to light this up?
I
Like,
will
literally?
cast,
Yeah, literally.
call it, produce flame on it.
So you cast produce flame on it. One of the
You create
symbols glows orange.
I walk over to the orange one, and I put the sucker in.
Okay.
It's rinse and repeat of last time. You place it in, everyone who's not in that area is drawn towards it, and you're all sucked into that little corridor, except Mardo, and your hat still sitting on his head.
Yeah. What kind of pose is Mardo in?
Oh no, I'm running pose.
Mid run.
And
Why,
then-
did you expect him to be full mid T-pose?
With a bit of, oh, I've just been shot in the back, kind of on his face.
I don't know, he
Okay,
could be T-posing if he's been shot in the back.
Yeah, you don't know how the character models work in this. This is a new fantasy brand we're using.
This
They
is
might not,
Unity.
but I do.
Who am I missing?
I was playing a game the other
Judas.
day and they were just T-posing. I don't remember what it was.
Okay, let me switch over.
Was it Cyberpunk?
I think it was Mass Effect.
Which
Oh.
one? I don't know T-posing in Mass Effect.
Oh, it was just a broken character model.
Hi,
Oh.
Burb.
So
not
you
hard to
all
confuse.
appear.
The
You'll-
shift in sorry.
Oh.
You go.
The shift in this room does not seem to be a physical one. It does appear brighter and then larger than before. Large panes of colored elemental energy seem to circle around the room. First, a bright orange one that radiates heat.
And the statue of Mardo is standing just next to that little plinth in the middle with your hat sitting on his head.
I can't actually see the plinth in the middle.
They can't, but
But
there's a Mardo
for
in the middle,
us,
just for yeah.
just
Okay.
for
So-
the out of game people, the plinth in the middle, there is a Mardo statue. Yes.
What is the descriptor again? Sorry, I sort of half missed it.
It doesn't seem to be a physical change. Like nothing of the room has changed at all. Instead, it seems to be brighter, and there seems to be these large planes of like glass-like material that seem to be some sort of elemental energy. And this first one seems to be a bright orange one that seems to radiate heat.
Okay. Okay.
Perhaps maybe someone.
Can I spit on it?
Yep.
You spit on it.
Yep.
You at it, and as you hit it, just puff of steam.
Cool. I'm leaning against the wall now.
Okay,
When
so
I
we need
touch
to,
it,
You touch it.
Take.
Oh.
You reach your hand out towards it. It is very hot.
It's
You
at
put-
lava levels hot.
You push your hand against this elemental sheet of energy, and take.
You take 9 reduced to 4 fire damage because of your race.
As you at the edge of it and pull your hand back. It is very hot.
I've even do that. She like touches it, it burns, lifts the hands up. Yep, that's fire.
Okay.
Maybe we match
The hem of her,
elemental.
hem of her robe bursting into flame.
Maybe we match element with element here.
By all means. No,
I-
I'm not one for evocation.
I'll cast produce flame on it, see if it does anything.
As you do, it seems to meld into the wall itself. And
nothing happens.
Maybe we match it with the opposite.
Fire and gold. Go for it.
I could do that. I try casting Ray of Frost on it.
As
I'll
you do,
move up closer.
it seems to burst a small hole into the wall. and as you stand from position, it seems to close quickly afterwards.
Okay, so we need something a little bit stronger.
Or perhaps just be quicker. What, like how big a hole are we talking about? Like the
Enough for
whole of
people to
what
get
the
through.
bolt would be, or enough to get through?
Enough for
Hey,
one
like-
person to get through, a medium creature or smaller,
If they were quick.
if they were quick.
Oh, I mean, I could do a thing. It's a big thing, but it's Wawa.
We don't know what's necessarily beyond that wall. It might be good as a last-ditch effort, but as for now, it might just be worth trying to be quick.
Okay.
But that is good to know.
I can try again, and
Yeah.
just try to jump through.
Slatter
Yeah.
buddy, I'm on. I think we might need some room here, so I'm a pat, Slayer, and buff.
And
Buff him out.
throw her into the firewall.
Dismantle him. He's gone forever.
He was gone until I have to resummon him.
Yep, he's gone forever.
I could try something a little bit stronger and see if it helps.
Well,
I do
save
have
what
ways
you
of
can.
getting. I do have ways of getting abilities back if we rest for a while.
If you feel like that is the best course of action, I will defer it to you.
I just curiously, I kind of want to see whether or not something a bit stronger would hold it for longer.
Well,
So
the
I'm
problem
gonna
is
try
if
that.
it holds it for longer, and then we still have to be ready to go through if we're going through,
Yes,
because I imagine it's not going to last indefinitely.
this is a 30-foot cone move, so that means that it will make a 30-foot hole, which means more of us can get through all at once.
So we're all going through.
Sorry, 30-foot cone.
Does anybody not want to participate in this? I
Look.
look at specifically Jakuva.
Hmm?
I think Jakuvra is probably the best for this,
Are you coming?
considering how agile he is.
I vote we threw him through.
I am probably the worst one to go through this. I am in heavy armor, and my.
And that's what makes you perfect, my friend.
No. I vote for the cat who is nimble. And who has escaped jail probably countless times. You won't get hit.
Well, let me know when you're all ready.
Just need to ask quickly. These walls are like physical, right? They're not like.
They
Is
look
there
like
actually
planes
no-
of glass, but they don't seem to have a physical form. Like
I
when
was gonna say, has anyone actually like tested trying to push like a spear through it or something?
Someone
yet.
spat on it.
Yep, that doesn't really.
I have 5 javelin.
You know what? I'll waste one of my javelins on this. I'm gonna try and poke the javelin like through it.
So you take your javelin and you push through the plane.
Does it actually like go through, or does
As the metal part hits it and you push through, it actually does pierce through the heat, but the metal end of the javelin starts going red hot almost immediately.
it fine?
And then once the wooden part hits it, it immediately lights on fire. But it does create a little like distortion in the wall as you're doing that.
I'm just gonna count that javelin as gone for good.
So
Yes.
you mean like it's like the whatever this thing is spinning around like a firewall, and so you put something in and it leaves a line behind it because the fire can't pass that section. Yeah, like say there's water running down. You put your hand there. There's no water coming underneath where your hand is.
it's not moving in a circle. Sort of, it was just making like it's
Okay.
making enough room for it to go through.
It-
sort of
I assume the way to explain it is like it can't occupy the space the spear is in at that time. So when you take it away, it has to
Okay.
mend.
Yeah. It's when you pull the spear out, there's a little gap briefly left where the spear was that then fills in.
I just need to know
Alright.
if it was like a physical wall or if it was a case of if you put something through, it temporarily creates the gap. So
Well, you're right.
I have
Okay.
a question. real quick.
I'd have.
It-
Go ahead.
This is gonna be dumb, but does this, and obviously not, but is this like normal fire, or does this seem more primordial?
Touch it and find out.
I touch it and find out.
It's hot.
Yeah. It's like you can stick your hand in a bonfire. Like, yeah, it hurts, but it's not that bad.
It's okay. It's like the heat from the fire is like if you're pushing your hand towards it, you can feel the heat rather intensely. But the actual like painful burning part is just the pain itself. It's magic.
Cool.
It's not actual fire. It's magic fire.
I was more wondering down the lines of if I were to have a spare vial, would this be like a primordial source?
You can try.
I don't have an empty one.
That's
I have-
unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah.
One more thing to try, and this is just going on base memory. This one I'm going to put to a history check. Because I know nothing about magic, so I'm going to impose disadvantage on myself for
That's
this.
a lie. You know about catapult.
I find normal history check.
You know what? I believe in you.
Do
Have
I
the
know
help
that
action.
magical weapons don't lose form? If that, I think you know what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, you would have to roll. Magical shit is very resilient.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm giving you advantage on that.
It takes certain.
So it's a normal roll.
objects-
Got it.
It takes
No.
certain objects to.
So say a sword that had the magic property, it probably wouldn't melt.
Yes.
If you were to cast magic weapon on it, that would be up to GM discretion. I'm not sure.
That's
But
why
in
I'm asking.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Could I make the assumption that, say, the Moon Touch Longsword, because it is magic, could probably slice through it constantly to try and make gaps without
Try.
destroying it?
Without even having to roll, you know that enchanted objects and magical objects are a lot more resilient than their normal non-magical versions. So you know that. Whether you know it'll leave
without
gaps.
that, before anyone else has asked me to do anything, and despite any horror that may befall Celine's face here, I'm going to pull out the Moon Touch Longsword and start putting it closer to the heat to see how it starts reacting. Not touching as of yet. I want to get close to it before actually making contact.
Yep.
Does it seem like the sword, like as the longsword is reacting, basically?
It seems to be without touching the wall itself. You don't see any visual change in the Moon Touch sword.
Okay, well, I'm going to go for a quick slice, sort of diagonally, making sure not to keep it in there too long, just to see how quickly it would heat the sword. Do you want me to do a perception or anything on this?
You could feel the heat in it if it's a metal weapon. So
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it counts as, so that's why I'm asking.
You slash the wall. It leaves a very as you slice through it. There is a brief slash in the actual wall of energy that fills up behind it. But when you look at the blade is not red hot.
I would like to
Hang on.
preemptively load an air file into my flute.
Okay, you load the air file into your flute. It's a bonus action.
I'm going to go back to the wall and contemplate the sword's magic properties now.
So that made a hole.
Jakuvra,
Very briefly.
Yeah, okay.
come here.
Contemplating.
I go to Jakuvra and I cast a magic weapon on his shield gauntlet.
I'm not risking them. That one you're not making me risk. I'm sorry.
I can't do it on my shield because it's not a weapon. I can do it on your shields because they are weapons.
I mean, you can propose this idea, but if you're just going to cast it, you're wasting a spell slot.
I've already
Did you
cast.
perhaps want to just cantrip Ray Frost and see if I can't duck in to the next one? Making
I
a whole lot of no
just wanna try-
No
progress here.
offense, Pops, but you seem like you would be slow.
I just want to try and see whether or not
Oh, yeah.
an
Sorry,
Eldritch
just looks
Blast,
at the ground.
whether or not an Eldritch Blast will do similar, because it looks like a lot of things seem to be like breaking through this thing. So I'm just gonna cast an Eldritch Blast just to see whether or not it does similar to what the Ray of Frost does.
You gather the force energy. You throw the force energy. The force energy hits the pane of heat and dissipates.
Okay, it has to be something that will affect the fire then. Well, I can either do a Ray of Frost or I can do something a little bit bigger. What would you like?
Perhaps a Ray of Frost for now. And we'll
Just-
gather more
just be
intel
careful.
on what might be further inside.
Okay,
Then
so how
I'll-
many seconds did we have with that
I'll
ray of
get
frost,
into
by
like
the way?
position, I guess.
6 seconds.
Please, Pops.
6 seconds?
Let me
Before it fully
maybe do
kicks in.
it.
Oh, that's
There you
fine.
go.
So
6
big.
seconds is fine.
I already.
Oh,
Well, I'm going to need to know what's on the other side to formulate a plan anyway. It's just gonna
I'm
have to
coming
be
with you.
quick. I am also not quick. I have an 8 in my dex. I'm just gonna let
I'm-
you all know
I
that now.
also have an 8 in my deck, so I'm in plate mail.
I have a
Chainmail.
+3 to my dex.
I cast Ray of Frost.
I will cast guidance on Osiris before this happens.
Okay.
I'm guided.
If you are
Neat.
going through the barrier,
Mm-hmm.
roll a dex check into the tower.
Dex
I'm also
check.
going to give him a good, like, countdown as well,
I
so
don't
he knows
think I
exactly
have
when to cast
anything
it.
preemptively for it.
You have a
hell?
D4 extra as well.
It's just a straight like dexterity roll.
Yeah. It's not gonna be great.
Do you want to add your d4?
Oh, D4, let's go.
Roll the d4. You can roll the d4 in the open. On tower, okay.
As you
And Salinas fires the blast into the wall. The wall briefly opens, and
you rush through, but as you do, it seems to close up on you before you can get fully your way through, and you take. Let me just make sure what we wrote down. I'm on the wrong side. I scrolled down too far. You take 5 damage of fire as you pass
Okay,
through.
but you do pass through.
The 3's gone, so I only take 231 from. No, I've got wounds, that's fine. I don't have to do math.
And as
Cool.
you walk through, the second barrier is a coolish blue-white that emanates a chill across the room. The heat of the previous barrier is not even felt behind you.
I turn around to face the barrier, so whatever my back probably would have been caught in the flames is cooled off by this.
Okay.
It's refreshing.
It's fucking hot over here, and I wait for a response. Make sure they
Are
can hear
you
me.
okay?
Can he hear us?
Yeah, can
Yes.
can we hear him? Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Because I was going to say, if not, I do have my telepathy. Can we see through the barrier?
You can see back. You can see them all. They're tinted very orange.
Oh.
But you looking inwards towards the center, you don't know how. Like you can't exactly notice how many of these there are, and the sheer layers of color is obscuring whatever's in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, it seems to just like stop as well.
This seems a little bit dicey. How tall are these? Are these all the way to the roof?
They're like domes.
Actually, go
Oh,
up in
okay, of
curve.
course.
Yeah.
I have to come through. If this is magic related, I have to.
Do you want to help me get through as well?
Yeah, of course.
Wait, you can
I can-
turn into animals, can't you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have turned Jakuvra's shield there into a magic weapon. Perhaps if we put it in the fire, lifting it up, we could all just walk through like an umbrella. Or some sort of contraption.
It's really up to whether or not Jakova feels comfortable putting.
Yeah, that's up
His
to the
weapon.
catman.
It
In
is
the fire.
magical. It should be fine. Should be.
I hand him the longsword.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna...
So let me just literally give that. Someone can. AJ can drag that from mine to yours, I think.
Yep, I'll use the moon-touched longsword.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold it by the flat and hand, like sort of like an umbrella, and I'm going to immediately walk into the center and push it up to hold up the wall to make a barrier so people can try and rush past me.
So you stab it in. Are you going into the wall yourself, Timmy, or just the sword?
I am going into the wall to make
Roll me
like
a-
a little umbrella arc.
Roll me a con check in the tower.
Yep.
And is anyone optimizing this use at the moment?
I'm prepared to go through, so if he's going to do something like that and that opens a gate, I'm going to
Yeah.
go through.
Likewise.
I will assist from this side with my flute, because it is technically a +1 weapon.
I will consistently
Even
cast
though it's
guidance
not very
on
wide,
whoever
but...
goes through as well.
I probably won't bother with Ray of Frost just because I feel like it's more of a risk of accidentally hitting him.
So what do you care about that?
Because it could knock him off and then he'll freaking get burned alive.
Ah, it'll be fine.
So both, if you're going to both optimize on this, both roll dex checks under the tower.
I'm gonna say-
below.
Given Jeremy is also doing it from the other side,
The
one of
flute
you.
is also not very thick. I'm
It's a-
just
yep.
gonna...
Oh, it's a cane, effectively.
Can.
You're making a gap. You can pick one person, Jeremy, and they get advantage on this roll.
Who needs it?
I have a +3 to dex.
I got a
And I have
+2.
got-
I'll
So it depends
to
who else
Selena
is coming
then.
through. Okay.
Okay, so Selena, you get to make a dex check with advantage.
Yep.
And Tara, you make the dex check normal, but you get a d4 on top.
Yeah.
Rolled in the tower. I'm gonna hold on to my favor for the gods just in case I need it later.
The sisters and Tara all run through, and you take. One question. Just need to see if something. But you all take some fire damage. Judas, considering you're standing in the middle, despite what you think of this being an umbrella and it'll stay like this, it actually forms back up around you as you do, and you take the full 8 fire damage.
Okay. So,
Ouch.
44.
And the rest of you take 4.
Is that with mine reduced?
Fine.
Yes, you reduced to 2.
Yours was reduced. Yeah.
Did Christine come over?
Yes, she did. And also
I'll
Christine,
add that
I think.
myself.
Did Christine also take reduced damage? That's the question. I'm not
I mean,
sure
she's a
what-
tiefling.
Jacob is just vibing over there.
But does she
No,
have
'cause
resistance to
she-
fire?
she
She's got like a whole bunch of
changed-
other ones.
She changed her resistances, is why I'm checking. No, she takes the full fire damage. 4 damage, 3 turtle doves, and a heart pink and a heart tree. Is Jakova just vibing there?
He's thinking of an idea of something to do.
Okay. As the lot of you all walk up,
Pipe in when you're ready.
You see this whitish blue circle in front of you. You all feel cool. The heat from behind you does not exist.
I mean, I feel like this is probably the only one I can probably brute force my way through. I'm a push through this fucking wall.
Roll me a contract.
He's just shoved through that one as well.
Yep. I've got my shield out this time. And I'm just gonna
Punch.
push through.
Con check into the tower.
Con check? Con save or con check?
Check. All
Check.
these will be checks.
Okay. I'm gonna use my last Fey point.
Mhm.
I'll give Osiris advantage if he wants to come through.
No.
It is the help action, and I will heal myself temporarily 2 hit points.
And you take 9 frost damage as you walk through.
9.
I will.
Yeah, you push the
use-
shield.
After that's done, I will use produce flame to see if it does the same thing that the ray of frost did before.
Yep, similar reaction. You throw it in, it hits, and for about 6, it creates a hole that takes about 6 seconds to refill completely. I'll say, Judas, as you push your shield through, you give it's only about a 5-foot gap between the two walls. You do like a quick 2-step lunge into the wall. As soon as your shield hits it, you watch ice start crystallizing across the edge of the shield towards you. It is deathly cold as you put your body slams through it, and it takes the breath away from you for a moment, but you manage to force your way the rest of the way through the wall. taking that damage.
And as you do,
It's not fun.
there is this bright golden light. It's almost blinding, but it somehow makes you feel hope and safe. The cold behind you does not exist.
I'm going to cast
This is
Protection
where-
from Evil and Good on myself and walk through.
Okay.
Getting some
Yep.
really bad lag.
What does protection do? Just does.
It doesn't get. It's not resistance to necrotic or radiant. It just protects me from celestials, faeries, and undead.
Roll a contract then.
It also does prevent me from being charmed, frightened, or possessed. And other several things. Contract, easy. Put it in the tower.
And you take 4 radiant damage as you pass through.
Okay.
As unlike the ones before you where you could see through, this one is encompassing darkness. You can't see past this one at all. And the feeling of hope is gone and you just feel dread in front of you.
Before I walk through this one, I'm gonna use Lay on Hands and heal myself back up to full.
Before he keeps moving, does anybody else want to do something while this idiot pushes through 2 walls?
Yeah,
Yes.
I will use Produce Flame to make holes for people if they want to get through, and I'll
Awesome.
probably pop
I'm-
guidance on them as well.
I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Alright, so you
Yeah.
start casting Produce Flame.
If
Yep,
anyone
and
else
I
taking advantage of
Tap
that,
the shoulder and guidance them as well as they go through
anyone taking advantage of that, Dex into the tower.
Yeah. Cool.
with a D.
4. Definitely need that D4.
You said that we could hear if they spoke back through the wall, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, at least I know they're alive.
I'll keep you
Oh,
informed.
you can-
Cobra. You hear in your head.
You can see them through the first plane. You can't see Judas anymore, but you can see those ones getting ready to go through the next line.
Hmm.
Am I missing someone? That's
You know, what? I'm gonna wait a few minutes before I try what I want to try.
That's Jeremy, anyone?
Oh yeah, his shield is no
you
no
also
longer magic
following?
anymore.
Are you also following Taro?
Yes, I will do it for myself at the end as well.
Judah does.
This-
Jakubra doesn't have the magic weapon anymore.
That's
Drop
fine.
concentration.
I'll say as you start producing flame and you throw it into the wall, Christine generates a little bit of heat herself and tosses it as well, creating a slightly larger gap as each person attempts to rush through one at a time.
And okay, 3 damage to Osiris and Selena. 3 damage also to Terra, and 6 damage to Christine.
Ouch.
Yep, it's pretty easy. You brute force your way through the next one.
Thanks for the
Again?
10 hit points, Dimmy.
No worries.
This
That's
golden
That's what I
light-
do.
Again, this golden light with a sense of hope in front of you is in front.
Okay, before we go any further, I'm just gonna heal a few people first up. We're starting to get a little low.
I'm pretty okay.
Ditto. I'm like 2 points down.
Okay. I'll just say me and Christine probably need a little bit.
Oh,
I'm
we
just
can always
gonna
take a break
cast,
afterwards as well.
You guys forget how fragile I am.
No, I remember. Monopoly dice.
Is there a gap between the next 2 rings?
Yes.
There's a 5-foot gap between each ring.
Okay.
Just hasn't
I'm
joined.
going to cast a level 1 cure wounds on myself and Christine.
Okay. It's probably like since your sword thing.
No, since they've all went through, just
Okay. And she looks like this one might be. Christine's like this one might be radiant damage.
I could try.
You're a professional
try
on the matter.
something. know that I can create radiant with any spell I do, as long as I have my wings. So I'll just try that, I guess.
Well, don't we want the
And-
inverse though? Hasn't it been the opposite of each
Oh,
element?
right. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, necrotic then.
Just
I
look at
don't know anything
Christine.
about necrotic.
What?
Well, you want to do your thing? Just imagine it's Nerisian.
You see, she places her hands.
Cyrus.
She
Oh, I
places
didn't
her
actually say
hands-
that. Jeremy said that.
No, Sarah said it.
These black veins appear on her arm. She places her hand towards it. They seem as if like electricity jumping across seems to penetrate the light, causing a hole.
Creates a
Assume
larger hole than
Dex
the.
check.
Yeah, if you want to dash through, she does this
I
dex
will
check.
guidance
Yep.
people again.
Yo, give it up for guidance. Just saying.
Oh, that's right. Is that just for one person or?
So,
I'll
if people want to
go
rush, 2 people could
large.
attempt to get through this hole.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Given it's a spell slot, it's going to be like, we're not going to be like, oh, you can always recast it, like with the cantrips. Like, this is a spell slot, so 2 people could attempt to break through.
Should
So,
I roll the d4 for the guidance thing or?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I will let Celine and Osiris go
Hang
through
on a
that.
minute.
If Selena and Osiris are going at the same time, then you can only give it to one.
Alright. I'll
Alright,
probably
I
give it
just
to
cancel out
to
mine.
Osiris then.
Yep, cancel out. that
Also,
d4.
1 second. Hang on a minute. There is. What's it called? Jack of all trades. So I'm technically not proficient in Dex check, and it is an ability check. So I get to add half my proficiency bonus to it.
Technically.
That's what Jack of all trades technically does. The only reason it's
Technically.
on the other page is because it's easier to, I assume, code.
Yeah, just roll like in acrobatics, because I'm not sure you're trained in acrobatics.
I mean,
as you
I'm
pass-
trained in everything.
Yeah, but if you got acrobatic, you're not trained in acrobatics. You got your half point in there, so is it
No, I'm
equivalent?
fully proficient in acrobatics.
None of the could.
Stealth.
stealth
I'm
would work.
proficient in stealth. Yeah.
Yeah, then yeah, just roll your stats and we'll count it the same.
Okay.
4 radiant damage to you, and
to me?
to you, and same to Selena.
Isn't
that-
Selena resistant?
No,
Yes,
I
that
don't.
is why she's taking 4.
Oh right. I was gonna say because it's not showing on the combat tracker that I'm resistant to radiant.
It is. It's. I've made it a hidden thing because we were hiding it before.
Ah, that makes
Ah.
sense. All right, 4 damage.
I can no longer need to hide it, so I can just do this now.
All right.
So you push
Oh.
through, and Judas, you're here too.
Are
Hello.
Are you moving through? You could have. Okay. Yeah, we'll just sync you up all right now. I think that's fine, timing wise.
Yep.
Now, is Christine going to conserve her spell slots? That is.
I'd say she would for now.
Yeah. So this is where Christine is going to stop.
This is my
My-
forte.
Am I capable of just like slamming myself through?
Yep.
You want to try to brute force it like Judas did?
Yep, I will brute force it.
Then it's a con check.
Roll a con
Yep.
check.
I will guidance myself as well.
Will Christine follow Darren, do you reckon?
I have access to healing as well, so I can heal Christine up after we go through.
You're not sure because she can follow in the hole left by Terra.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah,
Christine,
they-
it'd be a dex check.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was not to the tower. Just do you want me to roll on
That
tower? Or...
It's
No,
okay.
fine.
It's
Alright.
a bit
You
unfortunate.
take... Who's
It's a
that for?
12.
Is that for you?
Yes,
Yes.
for herself.
Okay, you take 5 radiant.
Oh, okay, 5.
And Christine takes 2 radiant.
Hello,
So you
everybody.
just
How are you
transform into
going?
like a big bear and just walk through all of them. We just follow behind.
Technically?
Yeah,
Mhm.
she could have.
Yeah. They're not real hit points. They're fake hit points.
Yeah, they are fake hit points. But I also want to kind of conserve my wild shapes.
Oh no, that's totally fair. That's totally
Alright,
fair. What's that actually
everybody.
doing?
A good idea.
So do I.
I bring out the Moon Touch longsword, and I cut through the wall with Divine
Wait!
Smite.
Wait!
I push him through.
Oh my god.
So you
So
walk
he goes to, he
in there?
strikes at the wall and you just shove him?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
strike the
shove
wall
him
with
through
a
the hole.
smite.
With a smite.
With a
Oh.
smite.
It's radiant damage,
What level
and
smite?
it's a first level spell slot, I assume, Dimitri?
Yeah, I ran out of second levels.
As you do, the blade ignites in this white, purplish light. It slashes down, and it seems to take a small while before receding. Whoever is using this as an opportunity to go ahead.
How many
Well-
people are using it?
I was
Okay.
already
Using
behind
it.
him, pushing him through, so
I'll
I'll
say,
say
yeah.
I'll go.
Given Judas is himself moving, one more person can go through, so Osiris could
Yeah.
follow after, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was just more going to be a shit lord, but you know.
I was using
just think it was doing something.
for flavor. I was using the Moon Touched one, so it was glowing.
Yeah, well, the both of you make dex checks.
Check. Let's go.
I am
Stealth.
terrible at these. Help! I'm using my inspiration. I don't care.
Go for it.
Forgot I had that.
Judas, you take 15 necrotic damage,
Fuck!
and Osiris, you take 7.
That's not too bad.
Well,
That
Big
one's not
ouch.
fun. Yeah, this wall feels, so we didn't even say, following the bright light is an all-encompassing darkness. Unlike the other barriers, you can't see past this one, and you have a sense of overall dread. As you strike, you feel your life force being drained out of you where the wall touches, but you manage to push the rest of the way through.
I will call out to the other side saying, "Don't push through this one." Look at Judas. He's in a bad way.
I'm touching myself up, and I feel a bit better now.
Context.
You just
I-
hear Terra yell out, "Can't hear you, Pops!" Pops guidance on herself, points to Selena, and just jumps through backwards.
wait!
Then hit
wait!
in your head. No, seriously, don't.
Roll
I
a
use
con
lay on hands. I'm back up to
Before...
5 wounds.
Can I...
Oh, I didn't do the Terran, I'm sorry.
That's fine. You take 7 necrotic damage.
While she's doing this,
Mm-hmm.
I was like going into celestial form.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that because that was like something I was planning on doing straight away.
Yep. Go into celestial form.
I'm guessing I clicked both
Oh
of these
yeah, that
effects now.
seems pretty good.
Yes.
And I'm frustrated at this point, so let's see. What's something that I can cast that will...
Also, as she dashes through the wall, Terry, you expect her to follow you. Selena doesn't. Because this is like a
Shrug.
split-second thing.
As...
I'm gonna cast Rhyme's Binding Eyes.
Okay.
Just to like... I'm gonna go... So, where does Terra land? Can you just show me where she lands? Yeah, perfect. So, I'm basically going to like... It's a 30-foot cone. I'm just trying to get an idea. I don't want to hit anyone with that, is all. Do I have like an image of that at all?
You can just draw a pointer. Right click, go
God.
to pointers, and you can just go brrr.
We could just say it'd be nice that you can do it in a way that, yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna do that.
As you do that, as you put this cold energy, fizzle it up with necrotic, you see as the wave doesn't even penetrate through, it seems to like run upside of it, but the light emanating through it makes this small area that you can walk through.
I'm gonna use that.
I'm assuming Christine follows her.
Yes, Christian will follow her.
As you... mess JJ.
Roll a dex check.
Yes, both of you text checks.
And I might use my favored for that one as well, just because I'm feeling
I
saucy.
believe in you. I believe in you, Sam. You can do it, buddy.
This is also a question for you because, okay. As Sam is waiting for an opportunity to jump through with his like minutes passing, how long are you guys making these decisions before going through? Like, some of you were being reckless, I know, but how, if, like, when Judas was separate from your group, how long did it take you to, like, formulate that plan? Would you
I
say?
don't imagine it would be long because he's just kind of, and I'm an idiot, let's go. And we're just like, okay, think this, go.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
you-
feeling the
you-
same
so-
thing.
Judas isn't an idiot. He's just like, I probably could just run through this, but
I'll
I better wait for the others so they
No,
can have some.
he's just like, my hit died as a D10, I'll be fine.
I'll say 1 minute has probably passed by this point then.
Cool. I'm gonna start stripping
And
during that time.
Let me.
Oh my
Queen rolled her roll. Selena rolled her roll.
I just want to Kool-Aid Man
Fuck
right
me.
through that
Alright.
wall.
I don't know how to do this. Selena, you take 1, and Christine takes none.
No, it always rounds up to 1, so they both
Yeah,
take
but it
1.
was Snake Eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
actually, yeah, she'd be half and half again. That'd be a quarter. So I guess Christine takes none.
Yeah, Christine just walks through.
Christine just walks through it.
That's perfect.
So
I'm
as-
protected.
Christine is
That
the
tracks.
darkness.
So Selena, as you breach this hole and you're stepping through it yourself, your wings that are behind you are technically also radiant energy, and actually burn away the area they touch as you walk through. And Christine just walks through in between your wings. This is like perfectly fine.
I just like basically I'm Kool-Aid Man through that wall, like eyes glowing.
Oh yeah.
These like huge like icicle sort of celestial wings just like unfurl and just melt away the necrotic for anyone who can see.
The wings are a little shorter on this side now, as the parts that are touching the inside of the wall just vanish, but the wall is still remaining solid behind you,
Yeah, it's like they're kind of melting away.
pretty much.
Look,
As a
I'm
lot
just
of
gonna guess that Christine went through that wall like Tobey Maguire did in Spider-Man 3.
Sure, haven't seen it.
As you all walk through, and you're all watching this one, waves of fluctuating energy seem to like spout off towards and behind you, as off this green aqua plane. It seems wild and prone to randomness.
Okay, this
Can't
isn't
determine
nice
what kind of
from-
element it is.
Tabras protect me. I rush through.
Roll the
He just
concept.
bursts through.
You, because you are a bard, this seems to be general magic, which usually falls under force damage. Which
Okay.
is pure magical energy.
It's magical bludgeoning damage.
Yes. Dimitri, roll a contract, another tower.
What is
Yeah.
it instead of force damage? Psychic?
I was about to say, yeah,
I
it's force
cast Vicious
damage.
Mockery at the wall.
You cast Vicious Mockery at the wall?
Yeah.
What do you
A
say
bit
at the
like-
wall?
All your brothers were nice, cool, calm, and collected, and you're just a total mess. Your mother is so disappointed.
A small hole appears in the wall in front of you.
Do we hear tears?
Does it seem big enough for me to fit through?
If you quickly move, yeah, it's a cantrip. One person can attempt to slip through.
As,
Let's go.
As Judas has got a shield up and like charging it, unlike the other ones, it seems to cause some resistance, as if it's fighting back at you. And as you do, you just strive through it. And you take. Osiris, you take 9 force damage. And Judas, you take 4.
He brute
went
forced through
as
it and he
well,
got less.
By the by.
Huh?
I went through as well.
You can try and well, given it's a cantrip, you guys can just work on spamming through this wall with
Uh-huh.
cantrips.
Okay. Yeah.
This wall feels so bad about its life decisions.
And then Selena, you would also take 9.
Ouch. Oh.
And Christine will take 9.
And Tara, you coming through?
Yep.
All right, roll. For everyone else you already have.
I will guidance myself.
Okay.
Still the dex check, correct?
Yes.
Why do I keep being moved back into the wall?
Because I moved you to the edge.
Oh, okay. I just thought I was in the wall.
Take 4.
I'm
Actually,
gonna
no, you take
heal
none.
wounds
You're fine,
myself.
don't worry. You nat 20.
Oh, hell yeah.
As you all look, you just see this plinth in the middle with this glowing orange light right above it.
Hey, Marta, how did you get here?
The statue of Mardo stands next to the plinth with a single corked hat on it.
Oh, there's your hat.
You think
Hat
if we
seems
hang
fine.
on to him,
I
that we'll
better
be wherever
know.
he is?
I'm still in like celestial form, but it's like the wings are kind of like it's almost like the ice is kind of melting. Is it sort of like streaming, like sort of yeah, it just looks kind of like the ice is sort of starting to give way.
But what is a plinth? You said that before, and I still don't know what it means.
It's just
Like a podium.
It's a podium.
It's a plinth.
It's a thing that's raised up with something on top of it.
It's usually
pedestal.
made of-
Usually about waist high.
Yeah. It's just another word for pedestal.
Yep.
Is there something on it?
Yeah, this little gem, like this little moat-like orange thing, like the one that you got when you finished the divination one.
And we don't keep the cube on us, do we? It like technically stays on the other pedestal
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, it stays on a pedestal.
I reach out and I touch it.
Okay, cool.
Roll an
You
int
reach
save
forward?
into the tower.
What'd you say, AJ?
Roll an int save into the tower.
An int save.
Yep.
Interesting.
Is this affected by my advantage on mind altering /
No.
rewrite
Yeah.
effects? Oh,
Okay.
not bad at them.
As you put your hand in to grasp it, you feel pangs of just pain in your brain, like a massive headache. You take 7 psychic damage, but are able to grab the item.
Okay, 7 plus 9 is 16, 26.
As he does this and he reaches through, you guys watch as a near invisible field of energy sits between you all and the pedestal, the plinth. And as Cyrus reaches through it, it kind of ripples, as this is a wave of a ring of psychic energy that you just reached through. But you
I
grab.
should have used Eldritch Blast on it.
Yep.
Eldritch Blast is... Oh yeah, force opposite side. Yeah, no,
Yep.
you're right.
So you reach forward and you grab this like gem-like moat.
All the barriers disappear. You all see Jacob slowly taking all his clothes off.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah.
So hot!
The moat
Just to be
from-
clear, he was going to actually just try and charge through if you took too long.
I assumed.
have
He
so
just
much
didn't want to
further.
damage any of his outfit because it's not fireproof.
He'd be fine. He'd be on fire, then he'd be frozen, then he'd be happy, then sad, then in pain, then in more pain.
I was also going to use Divine Fury on my claws to see if that would have had an effect, but
That would on the necrotic one, yeah. Actually, would on both of them.
As you like finish it, all the barriers, the moat disappears from Osiris' hands and floats above the pedestal.
You will see Osiris is in a relatively bad way.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay.
Would you like some healing, my friend?
I've got this, and
I wouldn't say no.
will cast Healing Hands upon him because that's better now. That's 3d4.
It's so much
It is
better.
better now.
I'd like to
buffed
point
the
out that I
life
have...
for no fucking reason.
Except I rolled like shit.
Heal for 4.
Hey,
That was
I had-
lovely.
I had 5 hit points.
Oh, okay. Here you go, buddy. Let me heal you up. There you go. Take 9 more.
Thank you.
It's like I'm trying to heal, but it's like my energy is just
Sure.
the radiant energy is kind of just dissipating off me.
Selena
I like
doesn't
how-
look so
I like how
great
it-
either, right?
I like how it goes healthy, moderate, heavy, moderate.
Selena doesn't look so great right now, right?
No.
Uh,
All look good.
Tara just walks over to her and just like pats her shoulder with what looks like a white, like glowing, white hot fire hand. Just pats her shoulder, but it feels good.
She heals for 11.
That's a lot of that's nearly
That's
all
a
the
lot
damage
of
I'd taken.
heal.
That's half your HP.
Yeah. I'd taken 15, so yeah, it's actually most of the damage I'd had.
As
She is like freezing cold as well. It's like touching a like ice.
steam appears when she places her hand on you.
Yeah.
That's not healthy. You should get that checked out.
Are you undead?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Tara, you can't just ask people if they're undead.
Oh my god, Tara, stop doing that.
Are you all going to the central room again?
I
Yep.
think so.
And as you
2
do,
for 2 isn't too bad.
we'll take our first break here. Take our bio break.
Da 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 da.
Jacob
Zero.
forces close back on.
As we're walking past Jacob, Selena sort of looks, and it's just like.
In fairness,
like-
it's not actually like undressed. It's more he has to pick up all his equipment again.
I like how you guys literally said when we first came here, you could just literally brute force some of your rooms here. And we just did that right now.
Yep.
Tell you
did
what,
that
we
right
didn't
now.
even make this room then. So fuck you, you couldn't.
I tried to use the magic-y stuff.
You did, and it helped.
I totally should have
Some of
put 2 and
us.
2 together that there was an invisible psychic one, but I'm also an idiot.
That's why we didn't. The only person that would have picked up the shimmering beforehand was Jacoba. Because he lived in a savannah/desert where that happens in the heat.
Oh, the Mirage.
Yeah.
I think it gets hot.
Was that
hot up in
invisible?
the Concordant?
Wait, that was an invisible barrier?
Yes.
Savannahs
could
do
see
get
it.
hot, yes.
No, it wasn't invisible. It was just intangible.
It is barely visible to see.
It's like the heat effect on the horizon when you're looking out across a desert. It's like the only person who has experience with that is Jacoba.
I mean,
The
didn't I go
KC
through the desert?
The KC has got like rainforests and stuff, but it's
Ah,
not
okay.
really.
More that.
It's more humid than it is hot ever.
Fair.
But I'm gonna go grab my dinner and be right
Same.
back. So,
Nerd.
See, invisibility works so well! Yes!
Yep. For that one thing.
I hope none of you have damaged clothing after this.
I don't wear much clothing.
Neither do I, don't worry.
I assume
I
any of the
really hope
burning
I don't
or
have-
any of the damaged stuff would be on my shell. That'll heal.
I guess, like, I've got Cloak of the Manta Ray on, so in a way that's magical, so it would be protecting the rest of my gear.
Yeah, pretty much. All your burns are on your arms and legs.
My bag of holding is fine.
What about
Yes, it
Judas?
is. How did you not even try just opening the bag of holding and then just see what happens?
Oh, should have stored some primordial energy in the bag of holding, like my 3 flame skulls in Icewind Dale.
Which
I heard of
still
that.
haven't used.
Oh my god. You've got
Oh,
flame skulls and a bag
imagine-
of holding.
Oh yeah, and I was fighting against the party in the last session. So imagine if instead of casting spells, I did that.
And some dumbass made the decision to drop silence and he left. Run away. Like,
I'm
quite
grabbing a drink.
literally, as soon as that silence dropped, he just dimension doored.
Oh.
Yeah, as soon as you said I dropped silence, I'm like, I now can do anything.
Yeah, well, what choice did I have? It was that or stab you and have to deal with Mim's character.
True.
So it's either I let you
I
go
would
and we deal with
like-
you.
Probably would have lost that fight.
Yeah, it's either I drop it and let you go now, and we deal with you later, or I just walk off and go back to burying a fucking dead necromancer. Which, speaking of, we still need to finish.
That's a lot we have to do.
Oh yeah. Also, as a heads up for tomorrow, you have Jeremy. You specifically have permission to control Gamma again. Well, no, you haven't controlled Gamma yet, but you will have specific permission for Gamma.
I have got roast beef.
Yeah, I have a shift between 12 and 5, so I can't actually make it to tomorrow's session. I might make it there for like the last, I don't know, 10 minutes. Yeah. I guess I'll refill my drink.
So tired.
Did you have fun?
Was that referred to?
Anyone?
Sure. It was fun.
both my 3rd level spell slots down, but you know.
I'm really glad I
My
have
second
arcane
level spell
recovery.
slots down, and
Fine.
I only got two. I got 2 first levels left, and that's it.
I got 2 first levels, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds.
It's okay, guys. There's only 4 more rooms plus the one at the end.
Yeah, but we don't have to
I
do it
have
all
arcane
immediately.
recovery as well.
We're gonna.
We could.
We'll just
stay
leave and
here.
we'll come back later in another 3 months.
We could just
Darian,
long rest
we're
in
gonna-
here.
Darren, we're gonna monkey
Can't build a
island
tower.
this shit.
I'll let you know that now. I'm out of 3rd level spell slots.
Just sleep on the floor.
I mean, I won't be bothered by it. I carry my home with me all the time, and I'm not even talking about the tower.
I'm starting to fade a little bit as well, guys, so I will try to go for as long as I can, but if I do have to, would it be okay if I just go on my phone?
Yeah.
Just...
No.
Oh, come on now.
Go ahead.
I'm so uncomfortable. My back hurts.
I feel that.
How dare you be pregnant?
It's your fucking fault.
Yeah, I know. Takes 2 to tango. Thank you very much.
I knew you were going to say that. Listen,
Equal
I had
opportunity
no
blame.
idea that it was going to be like this.
Wait, you
Nor
not
did I.
got Jeremy too as well as Cass?
Only if he asks.
It's very potent. I'm sorry, that was disgusting.
That was funny.
No one needs to know that. This is a PG.
This is a good
Chat room.
Christian.
I'm
Get
not.
it?
This is a Christian server. No one needs to know about this.
Streams it online.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey kids, this is how babies are made.
You learn to have like absolutely no shame. You just leave your pride at the door when you're pregnant. If I've learned anything.
Wait, you had pride before you were pregnant?
Yes, I did. I had plenty of pride, and it's all gone now.
Yeah, I just had. I didn't have shame, so she's at my level at this point.
It's caught up to his shame. It's just all shame now.
Oh, lack of shame.
Actually, no, it's not even shame. I just have nothing. I'm just like, whatever.
I haven't become nothing.
I think that +1 got applied to my damage. Let's fix that.
I now have 2 magic longswords.
There we go.
I am happy.
The one of them is just magic.
Mhm.
Doesn't do any shiny bonusy things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised you didn't use your file at some point. I was wondering if you would do that.
I wanted to, but it's also a matter of, you gotta pay to get them back. But
Yeah.
I also have an idea for like a customization for the flute.
Dimmy,
Mhm.
I don't want to be rude, but
Got it.
I really, really can't handle eating sounds. Sorry. Thank you.
On the topic of food, Tez,
Yeah.
just remind me, you did say you're from Tassie, yes?
Yeah, I was originally from Devonport before I moved to Melbourne.
Right. Have you made Darian try pink eyes yet?
Yes.
I don't want pink eyes.
And Dutch creams as well, because like
Wait, are Dutch creams good
Tasmania
for
has.
Tassie?
I've never heard of it.
You can't get them on the mainland very often.
Okay.
I went to Coles once and they said they had Dutch creams there, and I got them and they were not Dutch creams.
Yeah, I knew pink eyes were more of a Tassie thing. I just didn't know about Dutch creams being mostly down here.
Do I get a
They're
vote in
named
getting
it
pink eye or not?
potatoes.
I don't particularly
No.
want pink eye.
No, you just gotta suck eggs.
Yeah, you can't get like. I think maybe Kennebec sometimes, but it's like they don't really name their potatoes over there. It's very.
Cannibacks are nice, actually.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
A really good potato to make fries. Not fries, like thinly sliced fried. You know, like chips.
Yeah.
I
I just freaking love Dutch creams for everything, even mashing. Even though a lot of people don't like them for mashing.
See, I'm a mainland expert in potatoes. I know of both varieties. brushed and washed.
But from experiences living in Melbourne, there's not very many places you can get fresh fruit.
Yeah, no, like, look, I've been working at Woolies as of recent. I've had to fucking learn so many differences between like the tiniest details between certain different fruits. It's actually scary how much fresh food we actually have down here compared to Melbourne.
Oh yeah. I used to work in a fruit and veggie place back like years ago when I was in high school, and like you kind of learn all the weird kinds of apples and potatoes we have over here.
All the potatoes and tomatoes and the potatoes.
Plus my sister's
Still
been
have
in
trouble
my...
with tomatoes somehow.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. My sister works in fruit and veggie. She's been working in it like most of her life, and so she's like an expert on the idea and like just really snobbish about it.
If you're here and ready, click the click thing.
Indeed. Look, the stream wants to hear about potatoes, okay?
I don't.
Why? It's potatoes.
He's a berry
I-
man.
I
he's
am not a berry man.
He hates berries. He brings them home to me. He can't eat them.
He's a berry man.
I very well am not.
Yeah, no, I was just curious because we actually have cooked pink eyes out in the kitchen at the moment. I was like, I realized, oh wait, that would be something that I guess you could actually get Darren to try finally if he hadn't already.
Yeah.
They cook pink eye.
I've baked pink eyes for you before. You probably just didn't know.
It is a weird name, I'm aware.
Smarks
I'm just making a pink eye joke.
and
Someone
royal.
Getting
no,
pink
I know.
eye. I don't want to be given pink eye,
Kids.
etc.
But yeah,
So
no, the
fine.
pink eye literally gets its name
It
from
is a
what
new
color the
material.
potato turns.
Alright, well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got pink eyes.
so, as we are all here, we are back.
In the center room.
The center room restores itself, you're all back here. What y'all doing?
I vote we take just a short rest. Quick
Yeah, I'm
hour to
down
get
for
our
that.
bearings. We've just smashed 2 doors. We're on a roll.
Did I pick
Four
up
to
all my
go.
gear before we got teleported back to this spot?
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna go pick the rest up if I had to.
Either way, it would be left in the. You would reappear in the same hallway where you leave, and it would still be sitting on the floor. So you've collected your gear.
So you like how many levels of undressed was Takufa? Was he just like out of his armor or
Was he Donald
What armor?
Ducking it?
what was that?
What armor?
Oh right, out of his clothes, so he was like actually proper undressed.
Let me roll a d20.
Donald ducking it is such a good phrase.
Such a good
It-
phrase.
Is the level
It
that
is
Howard the
good
Duck
phrase.
would be proud. You can interpret that how you wish.
Okay.
He's
Um,
also the highest level of spellcaster.
0.
Donald Duck is the strongest spellcaster in the
Mm,
Final
mm.
Fantasy universe.
Yep.
I say I would have like when I looked up and seen it, she would have like instantly looked away and just like been really awkward. Like just looking anywhere but Takufa.
Christina's in favour for this short rest.
So
Oh, really? Is she?
Just a little
I wonder
Yeah.
why.
It's just hurt.
The proposal, the short rest,
Oh, I was
Jakubra will go
making a
and
joke.
act like a cat and sort of wrap around Mato's feet.
Also, she gets back her one spell slot she used.
Yep.
So I guess I'm like up here.
No, she doesn't.
I don't know where Mato is, but there.
She could have used her warlock slot for inflict wounds.
Alright, I'll be kind.
Yeah, I'm being nice. Because they got 4 more rooms to go.
You're only nice because she's not here.
Yep.
yeah, he's mean to him any other time.
Listen, at any point, we could have used her Tides of Chaos, but we've yet to do that.
You
She's
have nothing
making us-
against Christine. It's just Kim.
Yeah.
She's making us do Overdrill on Tuesday, and we don't like that. We told her not to.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for health.
We
then.
figured out Overdrill is not as bad as we
Um,
thought.
I will play a Song of Rest, so I will
Yeah, if you just
D6.
target everyone, and then everyone who's using it, and then you should just be able to hit the heal button.
I'm like full already. Don't bother.
Well, Song of Rest can only go on people that use a hit dice.
Yes, correct. So who's using hit die? Selena and
Christine
Tara.
will as well.
Christine.
Oh, I healed myself.
Let's do hit heaps. Why not?
What does Song of Rest do? Yeah, how much does it heal?
1d6.
at the moment.
Oh, it's extra, basically an extra hit die.
Yeah. And then target me. I will use a hit die first.
What a great hit
Uh-huh.
die.
That's about right.
Thank
Hit
you
die
again.
more like rip die.
Everyone heals 4.
I use
Everyone's-
another
Why
hit
did
die.
Someone used something on me just then.
Yeah, you got a hit die used on you. The Song of Rest used on
You
you.
didn't need it, but it applied because you used the thing anyway.
Right.
I just clicked everyone and did it.
Okay.
As you all spend about an hour resting and getting ready.
Just a quick question. I'm just gonna read the arcane recovery thing again, because
It's your level
it's
Half your
so
level.
Half your
my
level.
level. Okay,
in
cool.
slots.
So-
So if you're, because you're 5, you can do 1, 2.
Two?
I know you can go 3 because it rounds up.
Rounds up.
Specifically, it says rounds up. So you can do 1, 2,
Oh,
and 1,
okay.
1, or you could do both 2s, both 1s, and nothing else because you can't math in any other way. If you used a third,
Yeah.
you could do third.
You could do 3
I'm
ones.
gonna get back one of my second levels and one of my first levels then.
Yep,
So
do that.
that's how I can do it. Cool.
Yep. Arcane Recovery, and take
Yeah,
off
and
Arcane
I'll take that
Recovery.
off as well.
Now, what are y'all doing? This Jacob, as you're looking around, yeah, you just see all these lights making a mini rave. I tried to make a rave. It didn't
Just
work.
want to do this.
Sorry, I'm just gonna use that because I clearly didn't tick it off before.
From my
Sorry.
brain.
did
Alright,
the
we
middle.
have... Oh, orange, not red.
Yes. Yes.
It's a cool
So I was
one.
mistaken about Radiant Soul. I thought it was like, oh, you can do it more times. No, you just can do it as a bonus action, which is a buff.
It's not.
Of course, anything that goes from an action to a bonus action is a W.
Yeah, you have 4 more areas to go. Great noises there.
Who's doing those noises? Is it Dimitri?
Dimitri.
What did we tell you?
Okay, so you have 4 more areas to go to, 4 more sides of the cube. You have 2 moats currently lit. What are you all doing?
I reckon the liquid one could be... friendly? I don't know if that'd be the right word. Not dangerous.
Oh yeah, because
Not super dangerous. Well, I can hold my breath for a long time, so I'm good.
I could shape water, but like that's not gonna help me if
It's a
The room
terrible
is
movie and I don't
completely-
recommend it.
I'm in heavy armor. I'll draw. So what? That was evocation and divination. Got charm. We got the enchantment, illusion, necromancy, and
It's not really that. It's kind of a bunch of arbitrary things.
Why don't we try the physical damage one, the aqua? Just as something a little bit different.
The aqua, what do you mean?
Is
You know,
aqua colored the
smack,
physical damage?
and I smack the cube.
It glows aqua green
Ah,
on one
right.
side.
Okay, yep. We can do that.
Alright, you go top right for aqua green.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's taken a little bit. Sure. Shock. 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 And shock. Okay. Let me get the stream going. Sorry, the only thing downside with this is the stream doesn't move with it. So.
Well,
Alright.
you get sucked into that area as well. I'm assuming most of you moved there ahead of time. And as you get blinded briefly by the light, when you sight clears, it looks very different to you as you are met almost immediately by a wall blocking part of the way ahead of you, and a single platform with a single like table with 5 wands on it.
Each of them are marked with different types of woods. There does seem to be an inscription on it, and small little divots, holes in the item that are glowing. 2 of them have 10, one of them has 1 glowing, and the other 2 have 3 glowing.
These look like usual wands, because I do have one for comparison.
No, actually they don't. Looking at a normal wand, the ones you pull out, like there is a lot of variation in wand type, but like these don't look like a wand you have seen before.
Okay. I will walk up and I will cast Identify to see if I get any inclination from the first one that's there, I guess.
Before you even go to do that, you just see written on it, glowing in the same light as the divots are, furthest to like the left, it says shield.
That one says shield.
Yep.
It's the one. It's one of the one with 10 dots on it. 10 little notes.
What did the others say?
Following down the line, also with 10, is Absorb Elements. One in the middle is the singular one with Remove Curse.
Nice.
The 2 at the end are Banishment and Pass Without Trace, both 3.
Banishment has 3.
Banishment has, yes.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. I turn back to the rest of the group. Well, I haven't checked, but I assume that what's written on these wands is what they do, so we've got like a bunch of options. Does anybody have any preference to what they'd like to take? Osiris says, picking up the Banishment one.
I'll
Alright.
take the Absorb Elements.
Yep.
I'll take Remove Curse.
Cool.
Although I will say shield plus Turtle Shell is pretty good.
Just like how many points did the remove curse one have?
1.
1.
Only a single charge. Do you still want to cast Identify on these, Osiris? Or are you just gonna not do that?
I will cast Identify on the one that I have already picked up.
The shield one?
No, I picked up the Banishment one.
Oh, Banishment one? Okay. It's pretty straightforward. It's a wand of banishment. It is not a normal wand. It has 3 uses. There is no chance for it to break if you use all 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you also don't see a method for it to gain. You don't know a method for it to gain the charges back.
Banishment is 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can
type in chat which one you're using so I can see which one Christine's gonna pick up.
or none because there's 5 players here. Christine can sit in a corner. Everyone else can pick up one.
But Jacob says he's not a magically inclined cat, so I'm assuming he's not picking one up.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I would actually be saying this out loud, except noise. Look, if someone asks me to pick one up, I will. But otherwise, that wall's looking pretty comfortable. Or I can cast Fist. That's also a spell.
Damn, well, you'd be looking hella straight.
So it's Banishment, Absorb Elements, and Remove Curse to take a shield.
Say a
Take,
spaghetti until it turns black.
she'll take Pass Without Trace, leaving shield all alone on the table.
There you go, Jehovah. You get shield.
Tara doesn't pick one up?
Out of terror. There's 5, aren't there?
Yeah, there's 6 of us.
Yeah, so maybe Christine can sit in a corner and not do anything.
Oh,
She's not here.
Ones like this, I usually just point at a thing and then want to target something and not go.
It's point and click.
Point and click, except for the shield one. It's point and it clicks backwards.
Okay, well, you technically you hold it the right way then, because you're pointing it towards yourself.
Oh no.
He knows.
Timing.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start going around the corner.
Okay.
So wait, so who's using each? So Absorb Balance of Judas, Osiris' Banishment, Jakov's Shield, because no one else wrote them in chat like they were asked to.
Oh, sorry.
Lena has a
Sorry.
Rift Curse.
And is Mim Terra here?
I think she's here at the moment.
And then Christine has passed with that trace.
Unless Terra gets back, then Terra has passed that trace.
So.
Do you want
What are
me
you
to
doing?
walk first?
I feel like
It
the
is
person
up
with
to you
shield
if you're feeling a bit
probably should.
antsy.
I might
Okay.
hang at the back because I feel like if something happens, then I can use the remove curse.
I'll walk after him.
I'm gonna turn the corner.
Does
Turn
it-
the corner.
Does it say what kind of DC it is?
Nope.
As you turn the corner, you just see that the path continues downwards, curving somewhat.
Alright.
Cool.
Then
I
take a rest, that's all.
I keep walking.
Cool.
I'll just go two at a time to be on the safe side.
As you
I
get
had
around
peek.
there, you notice
I was gonna-
there are a couple lion statues facing the wall.
Is this like peeking around the corner? I can see this.
Yes.
Yeah, like when you look around the corner, it's almost facing directly at you.
I let out a low growl at it, thinking it is a lion.
Okay.
It does not respond.
It is
It's a
all-
statue.
Well, good news, elf man. Fake. I will go to walk. You know what? No, I will. I'm going to get down, like completely. Is prone the position?
Yep.
And sort of lion crawl across.
As you do, I'm gonna need you to make a dex save.
With disadvantage because you're prone.
Oh no.
Oh, lion tactics don't save me.
I know you take.
No!
Oh no.
You take.
Didn't you have inspiration?
No.
Damn!
I literally wasn't here last session.
Oh, right.
You take
Oh.
28 fire damage.
As the mouth of the lion ignites and breathes flame directly down at you.
Okay,
On the
but the
ground.
important question: do I make it past?
Yes.
Yes.
You just
Okay,
take
that's
damage.
all I care about. I just look back at Judas and think,
You see a
Your
second
turn.
lion in front of you.
I will walk past this lion, following Jakuvra,
Roll a dex save.
absorb elements.
Yep.
Okay.
You activate absorb elements.
I will hopelessly fail this. Yep.
You do. And you take 27 reduced to 8. Not 18.
13.
13. 13 fire damage.
Your next bob can do like a 1d6.
okay,
You see
between
another
me and
section.
you, well, between me and you, elf man,
Yeah.
should I punch the statue this time before they come through?
Yeah, sure. Probably. Hang on. Here, give this, and I give back the sword.
Okay, I guess I get the sword back.
Yeah, just poke that out in front of the thingy. See what that
Actually, I'll swap places with me first. Actually,
that's one
okay.
place.
Okay, there. Okay, so I've already gone past this one. It doesn't seem like it's looking at me, right?
Nope, it's
No,
still
it's
facing the
staring.
same direction.
Strange. Stare at the wall.
That
So
one
what-
shoots fire.
I just need to ask this clearly. When it shot at me, did it look like it was following me going left or right, or was it just up and down?
It was just firing from that position in the walk home.
Oh, sorry, the statue didn't physically move. Okay.
No. It's
Just
the
need to
fact
make
that you
sure-
are lying on the ground and the cone is naturally down.
Okay, that's fine.
They seem to be
Okay.
made out of some sort of metal. Bronze
Yeah,
and
that's fine. I'm actually going to swing the Moon Touch sword in front of this one.
metal. Okay. As you do, the gout of fire appears.
So it looks we can just from this I can gather its motion sensor in a sense.
Yeah.
Does it seem to have a recharge period?
Nope. It seems to, as long as something's there, fire is jetting out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it keeps
did-
breathing until Jacob pulls the sword back.
Oh, okay. I'm going to change my tactic. Between breaks here, I look at Tortle and think, 1 sec, and I'm going to hold the sword up as high as I can, and sort of waggle it like a cat toy in front of it.
It staccatos in bursts of flame.
You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to keep it constantly moving up there, just to see if it would notice if I will sort of say to the Tortle, "Do you have something you can stick down lower?"
Have what? Something I can stick down lower.
Yeah, while I'm doing this, I want to see if it shoots at two things.
I wave my cane under the section, I guess.
The fire isn't being stopped by the thing. It's a gout of just
Yeah.
this cone of fire. It's
Oh, like it-
hitting
okay, that's-
regardlessly.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a case of it was like the spout specifically aiming, or if it was.
Yeah, I think it's just general overall. The focus point of the ignition of this flame, is that like a pinpoint?
Somewhere at
then
the back of
opens
the
up into
lion's
the
mouth.
cone? Okay, so my question is, if I stick my flute down its throat to that ignition point, can I direct the flame and use my flute as sort of like a tube?
You can certainly try.
I give it a go.
Okay, so you stick your arm down the lion's mouth.
I'll stick
Roll
my
a die.
cane down its neck.
Roll a dex save.
Okay, at least I'm proficient in that.
And you take 16 fire damage.
Okay.
But as you place it, it does. Are you turning it anyway? How are you shoving this flute in?
So as the flute's gone down, it's focused the point of ignition more up towards the other end of the flute, so it doesn't spray out in such a large cone. It's like sort of more focused.
So you're
until
literally
it goes
shoving.
past the
You
surface.
shove a flute cane down its throat. The flute end you manage to stick over wherever this ignition point is, and it starts jettisoning the flame higher up.
Mhm.
And there's like seems to be like where you put your finger holes on to play the flute. There seems to be fire jumping out of them as well.
That's fine. They're all in one direction. That's directly up anyway.
Yep.
So this should provide enough room for people to walk past this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Well, we still
Alright.
need to move further before you scan anyway, but
There's not a lot of room.
I guess at this point I'm going to ask to switch with Judas again.
I am like
Hang on
groaning
a
in
sec.
pain because
I
it
was
fucking
going to
hurt.
Check something. But
Yep. Okay, so how sturdy does this wall look?
It looks like
It's
it
a
made out of
stone wall.
solid stone.
Could I use it as a what's it actually called? Like a launch-off point
Yeah.
to
What is it?
propel myself faster past it, if you get what I mean, like sort of in a dive roll.
You know, duck and roll past this thing, pushing off the wall as you do so.
Like as fast as I can, yeah.
Yeah.
You can definitely try.
I'm got a fastball specialist, boy.
Is that just another dex check?
Yeah. Dex saving 3, yes.
Dex saving specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, does he see it coming?
Yes, but he doesn't have that ability.
Yeah, that person's also not up here currently. I
take-
don't think that person's aware they even have it.
You take 9 damage.
Oh, I said Terra's back. That's why I'm typing that to her.
Yeah,
9 fire
well,
damage as you duck and roll.
make it
the
past.
stab. You do make it past. You
I will
see
move down a little
third
bit
and-
to give room.
You see a third line statue.
Okay, here we go. Follow. Absorb elements.
Dex check.
No.
You take 21 fire damage.
Reduced to 10.
I am
Heat absorb
uncomfortable
elements.
about going
Ah.
out there.
Should you really be wasting that?
Why else would they be here if they want to be used?
So did Osiris like walk out there, or is he still?
No, I'm holding this so you guys have a chance to go past.
It's hurting. It's hot.
Yeah, I'm in pain. Move. Or don't move.
I'm gonna just throw a cure wounds at you as I go past.
Why don't you just limbo? Come on.
Yeah, Tara will go through.
Thank you.
As you go
It's
through,
appreciated.
you don't need to roll. As you all make your way past, you see another line statue.
So what exactly is going on? Just if I can get a quick recap, sorry.
Okay, there are these your 5 wands. Each one has different things. The shield, absorb elements, remove curse, banishment, and pass that trace. Each with different charges. These line statues breathe fire at people.
Can I try to jump on its head and then pop over it?
They take up the entire area, like floor to ceiling, in flame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently,
Is
the
there
one that
any
you guys walk
specific
past.
point the fire is coming out of?
Yep, it comes from somewhere at the back of its throat. That's why the one you just passed is okay, because Osiris shoved his cane flute down its throat and has managed to direct the fire into a small pinprick rather than like the entire wall.
And I duck under its head and kind of scoot across its body.
You can try. It is like it's basically flush with the wall here, so its face is like you step out and then its face is a little bit back, so you're pretty much directly in front of it the second you move out from the wall, and they react to motion.
You did notice Jakova did that and also got burned.
Yes.
He went on the ground.
I mean, it's up to Tara if she wants to go first, but I was going to try from my spot here. I should be able to cast a ray of frost directly at its mouth to see whether or not I can stop the fire for like a small amount of time.
You can
I
try.
highly doubt that it would do very much, but I'm worth a try. Yeah, I'm gonna do that then. Do I need to cast?
If we want to do that, we can get Christine to go through the test and I'll pop guidance on her as well.
I
Roll-
pull my arm back and I stay on this side of the wall.
Roll to hit. Yeah, roll to hit just in case.
Okay.
Thrust.
One moment. I'll just go cast.
Yeah.
Ooh, I fucked up.
So Christine's gonna move past because you guys told her to. She's not gonna have advantage, but she will have guidance.
Roll for see whoever's running her. And add a d4.
Who was controlling her?
Demi has her.
Ah, right.
Oh, Demi has a okay.
And then I'll do it.
I don't have a sheet.
No. Okay then. Oh no, because she came on last week to do something and then didn't, and also took the character. So I'll not handle that then. While I do that. Yeah, she should be able.
Otherwise, I would have been doing stuff.
Dex saving throw. With the guidance.
If she rolls bad, AJ, just use her thing.
Nah, she rolled
Oh man.
okay. Takes
Kimmy would use that thing anyway.
9 fire damage. Oh, we had a conversation. Kim was like, "Oh, I don't care who's in charge. Just tell them not to roll the table." And I was like, "Kim, Christine rolls the table when she can't find her sock in the morning." Like, she was like, "Hey,
That's very true.
no need to bully." I'm like, I think there's perfect need to bully in that scenario. But she takes 9 damage.
I'm gonna try Ray of Frost again, just because I really want to know, and I'm hoping that it will like help. So I'm gonna do that again. Try to like. shoot
If it
down
seems to
for
work, I will guidance myself and go through.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
Natural 1.
Ah! I went from a 1 to a 20.
Natural 20.
Right
Okay.
down its
Dude.
throat.
As you do, you encase this lion's mouth in ice. Terra, you can roll with advantage on your deck save.
Am I rolling it in tower or?
Just on screen.
Just straight up, yeah.
You
D4 just because I still can.
you take 10 damage, reduced to 5
Mm-hmm.
because of resistances. Do we want to do that, or do we want to just leave it at
I'll
that?
say, so you shoot this thing in the face. Because of a natural 20, you reduce the damage. So I'm assuming it was 20 initially, AJ?
Yeah.
So 20 drops down to 10. Then you pass the save, so 10 drops to 5. Then you resist fire, so 5 drops to 2.
Take
Oh,
2 damage.
okay. Sweet.
I'm only being nice because Tez rolled a natural 20 on the hit. So that's why that also adds an extra layer of halving there. So you just lowered 20 damage to 2 damage.
You're welcome.
That's
Now there's just the 2 of you up here.
Sorry, has to get through his one as well.
Oh, why am I being moved?
I'll just say there's room.
I was. I could frost that
Oh, yeah.
one there as well and see if I can help.
You
I'm
can
gonna do that.
certainly
Selena, I'm not
try.
quick. I'm just gonna be in pain.
What's with these 20s?
You gonna do it anyway, Jeremy? You gonna
You're
go for it?
welcome.
Yep.
It's with advantage.
Come on, 2 nat ones, let's go.
You
Yeah.
16 passes, so half and half again.
You take 21, reduced to 10, reduced to 5. Take 5 fire damage.
13. Okay.
That's not a bad. That's 2 20s in a row.
I can't.
Can she keep it up?
I
Turkey.
seriously cannot justify going across this because if I get hit by too many of these things, I'm a die.
Yeah, same. I'm on like
Ugh.
less than 20 hit points.
Oh shit! I can heal you. Hang on.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Oh, wait, these things don't hit us from the side.
If only there was someone carrying an item that helps reduce damage from elemental effects.
Judas.
I've been using that.
If
Yeah.
only it could affect other people.
All right, I'm gonna
can't.
brave
It
frost
can't, it's
again.
a self thing.
Only it could be
Itself.
passed along as if it was an item.
Yeah.
You
Damn
could just
it.
hand it to the next person in line.
Does a 12 hit at least?
It's a statue.
He hits
Yeah,
the
okay.
statue.
Oh, it doesn't hit into the mouth.
He hits him in the mouth, but
Okay. Not as good as last terms.
Do I have anything to help? I wish my shield defense could actually be useful, but it's not.
These statues made of?
Selena could pass you.
Metal.
Push. Yeah,
No.
some sort of bronze.
One second, I didn't look up how malleable bronze is.
About the same as iron.
Hmm.
We need
Bronze
it.
and iron, equivalently strong.
Why the Bronze Age was such a big deal.
The Bronze Age
Jabbed
was a
on
big
by
deal
iron.
because iron was easier to come by and easier to make and work with.
Yeah, but Bronze came first.
Yeah, and then it got dabbed on by the haters.
If you're willing to wait, the DM's allowed it. I could punch this thing for a good couple months and maybe break it.
Months.
I mean, we're okay with it. Is the outside world okay with it? That's the issue.
You know what? Fuck it. Just solely based on the fact that I want to use it,
hmm
I will go to step in front of the next one, and as the flames coming to hit me, can I like, hey, better, swing and activate the air file and direct it with the wind?
Sure, make an attack roll. Trigger one use of the file as well.
Peas.
That's a hit.
As you hit, you activate the thing. Air disperses throughout the thing, causing it not to be as solid as it usually is, making it a bit more permeable to transfer through.
Can I take advantage of that as well?
You both want trying to run past?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 fixes.
Sure, yeah.
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Both of you can make dex checks with dex saves with advantage.
Yay.
as Osiris swings and blasts air down this thing's throat, which temporarily stutters out the flame.
You
Oh,
both
yeah.
succeed, and you take 27 reduced to 13 again.
That would have knocked me out. 13? Okay.
Okay.
Cyrus is knocked out, I believe.
Huh?
See?
No.
No, it wasn't. It
Did
wasn't
you
even
not
20.
reduce to... Weren't you 18 and then you took 5 damage before? And then you said 13?
No. 13 was the total number that I needed
Oh,
to.
okay.
It was after the
Uh,
damage.
seeing Osiris come through real bad, I'ma just pat his chest.
I'm on
Pop
5
him
hit
a drink.
points.
Oh!
Thank you. He's back and forward. He's not feeling great.
I'm gonna heal myself.
Can we step safely on this side?
Hmm?
I assume we can step safely on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Where
went
the
down.
Where the lion is facing is where the gout of flame would be.
You said these things are like from ground to roof, yeah?
Yeah.
The flame that comes out of them goes like from
No,
floor
no,
to
the
ceiling.
line itself, though.
Oh no, it's probably slightly bigger than you.
Does it look like it's hard in the ground or anything? Like, is there a gap sort of behind it? Is what I'm asking, I guess.
You would not be able to squeeze behind it as a medium creature.
So, what about on top to sort of try and push it over?
I assume I see this go down. Is it down the
Yes.
other end? I have a suggestion if you're interested.
Hmm.
Put something in front of it to constantly, spew heat, see if it heats up the jaw, and then just give it an uppercut.
Wait,
and seal
hang
it.
on. We need to check this one first. And I pull out my longsword, and before Jakura does anything, I put it in front of the lion's mouth
A
and see
gout of
what flies
flame-
out.
Gout of flame hits, pours it
We
out.
do have a pass without trace wand.
You know the melting point of a longsword, right?
Yeah, it's magical, don't worry. I'll
Is
pull
it?
back. Yeah, I got a magical longsword.
Have we even used any of the pass without trace charges
Nope.
yet?
Terra has it. Christine. 1 second.
This is fire. I can absorb elements. Used it twice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, these charges would have been gone a long time.
What are you talking about?
I'm doing
Christine,
meth.
Christine pipes up. Pass without trace is more for hiding.
Yeah.
Hiding from the statue.
I don't think
believe
it's
it's
gonna
motion
help.
censored,
Yeah.
not sight based.
So, none of you have any other idea then?
I mean, I
I've got
gave you one.
absorb elements.
That's good for you.
I moved past.
Okay.
Alright, deck save.
I could have shot him again.
Absorb elements.
You take. What roll deck save? So I know how much.
Yeah.
Ooh.
10
That's
damage.
Yeah.
10 fire damage.
And I quickly throw the wand over.
Wand
You do, there's
incinerates.
There's a small burst of flame. The wand flies through it and lands safely on the other side.
So you step around the corner there, Judas?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Roll initiative.
AJ?
Oh.
As you look up, you see this man reading a book. 3 motes of light strike at you, and you take 7 plus 3. You take 10 force damage.
Ah! Shit!
Do you
Which is-
move?
Out of the way.
I don't think he's having a good time.
He backs
Oh!
off.
What was it?
Man with a book casting magic missile.
Huh.
Do we have
Um,
something for that?
Yes.
I'm gonna begin whacking at the front of this thing, like at an angle, so more just trying to break its jaw with the Moon Touch longsword.
Roll an
No,
attack.
don't. Just
Don't break it, it'll be constantly going.
It's more of a fact that you could heat it up and try and just close the jaw.
So angle it is what you're saying.
Sure.
Okay, I will instead angle the sword to try and make the flames hit the top of the lion.
Roll to
Oh no, I
hit.
just meant because the residual heat that's coming out of it, but that might work.
Let's see if I can melt brass with this thing's
I
fire.
touched myself up for 8 points. That's all I got. I'm tapped.
I guess I attempt to get the right angle.
Yeah, just roll a hit.
Yep.
As you do, as you slam at it, it seems as rigid as if it weren't, as if it wasn't doused with fire just before.
Didn't have
Wait,
no
is that to
effect.
the holding the sword or to the hitting it?
You hit it. You can.
Oh,
it
no, I was
it
referring to the
reverberates.
literally holding the sword to try and angle the flames upwards.
Like
It
how
does-
something hits a flat surface and it
Yeah,
like
no, it doesn't do that. It recovers.
Okay,
back.
that's what we're asking, yeah.
It's unlike the other one. This is just it's forming the area regardless.
Oh, cool.
does it feel like the side of the lion's face is warm to the touch as a result from the residual heat coming from it?
You can see no physical change in the lion's stature. It doesn't glow or anything. It just seems fine.
Given how many magically attuned people you have in this party, you can assume the statue itself is enchanted,
Mhm.
and so would be more resilient than normal metal.
Yeah, somebody hidden ain't gonna do anything.
Okay.
Christine will pick up the wand of absorbed elements that is on the side that you.
Because no one else picked it up.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just give her
past.
a quick cure wounds as she goes past me as well.
Okay.
Just because she's
Pass
a bit low.
guidance on her as well.
Damn.
Cool.
She wasn't low at all.
She was at
Yeah,
moderate.
she was a moderate.
She was at 30 out of 40.
Alright, AJ, make the deck save with a d4 and absorb elements.
Now she's light.
Yeah, she fine. She take 23 reduced to
11, 12, 11. Reduced again.
5. So she takes 5. And then she drops the wand before the statue and walks next to Judas.
I'll take the wand and I'll say, everybody get ready to go.
There's not enough
And-
room here. We might want to. If this is magic missile, we might want to deal with it with the shield one.
Yeah.
Is that not what you have?
No.
Oh, Jakubra has shield.
Oh,
Yes.
I hand you the one because I don't want it. There, I give it to you, Osiris.
But no, you gotta get it to the other guys.
Oh.
Just
In that
throw it through
case,
the fire.
I take it back and I aim to try and take out Judas's eye.
Roll a hit. Improvise weapon.
Improvise, is that just a dex?
Just a flat d20 plus strength.
D20 plus strength, so that's +2.
So you take Tavern Brawl and you deal 1d4.
Oh my god.
Is that roll?
No.
I didn't see a number.
Why is that? Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's try that again. It was a 16, but it's one less.
17.
Doesn't
Judas,
say
what's your
so.
armor class?
No.
It bonks off his helmet that he isn't wearing.
He bonks off his chest plate.
There you go.
You have a wand of shield now.
Alright. I take the Wonder Shield.
Mhm.
Move up. Cast Shield!
Okay.
3 bolts of light immediately fire out of this man with the book at you. You throw shield up, and then boom, boom, boom. All 3 just deflect off the shield.
As you run,
You start-
the second man below also fires 3 bolts at you, and you boom, boom, boom into the shield.
As you're running past, you also notice a door on this wall above you.
And another one, if you turn the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, I will leave the one there.
Would Christine have followed directly, like, and used Judas as like a meat shield, or would she have waited?
So wait, I would say, you can move 60 feet, right, with the dash?
Yeah.
So 60 feet is exactly where you are, is there, if you move from the entrance to the room. You dropped the one back there.
Yeah, Oh, do I need to? I'll
No, you
drop
don't.
that.
You don't need to carry it with you. You can cast, then drop it, and then run.
Okay.
Just making sure.
That's what I do.
Or
Okay, what else do we have? Remove curse.
Yeah, you only see a door in front of you.
So what is everyone else doing while after Judas makes this quick bolt? Is anyone else coming down here?
if anybody goes to go through, I will cast guidance on them. I'm probably waiting to either be the last or second last to go through.
I was
Yeah.
going to go have the wand of absorb elements, use my shield directly in front of the lion's mouth, and have everyone else go past to divert
Okay.
the flame.
You can
And
do that.
I can cast another ray of frost at it as well, if that's cool.
So I assume this would be more
Pop-
con because I'm not trying to dodge it. I'm trying to.
I'll pop
deflect
guidance
it.
on Osiris then.
How about make a con? Yeah, make a con save for that to try and I'll say if
Which
Selena
is worse than my dex, but it makes
Yep,
more sense.
and Selena can make an attack
Have
roll.
my inspiration to have advantage.
You sure?
14.
All right, so yep, with advantage. Thank God for that 17. It is a
Yep.
20, and you're also using absorb elements.
Mm-hmm.
So you take 10 reduced to 5 fire damage.
Okay.
As you
Is
block
you
the way for other people to get
sure?
past.
Using a flat piece of metal as opposed to a thin sword, it does divert it enough for the other people to start running through.
Okay, cool. We're a little bit blocked up here though, so
Yep.
is there enough space for us to just
You can move through
squeeze
allies.
in? Okay, cool.
We would just.
If
squeeze in.
Jakova, do you want to move through as well?
I mean, I'll push past everyone. You said the one's there, right?
The wand of shield is on the floor next to Christine.
If I can do this in a relatively smooth movement, I will sort of roll, pick it up. I see
Perfect
Judas
number.
ahead, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I will repeat in what I think he did,
Mhm.
and that is aim the wand backwards,
And you give shield to the enemy.
yell, protect me, bitch, or something along those lines in Leonin,
Mhm.
and then chase after him after throwing it backwards, hoping it maybe hits someone in
Which
the
is
head. We'll
forwards
see.
because the wand is backwards.
As you.
Yep. And then I think, if you allow it, I can dash up to 90 feet.
Are you going to drop the wand after
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
cast
saying.
it?
Like, I sort
Okay.
of, after casting, I sort of throw it behind me like a
As you,
like a careless baseball bat.
As you cast and run.
Mm-hmm. Where can I get to with 90?
Where do you want to get to? It's 90 feet, mate.
As you get to it, the one below doesn't hit you, but the one up top,
Mhm.
Judas, you take 12 damage.
I take 12.
Yes.
Yep. So this is basically happening in a quick moment where you dropped the wand, you ran, everyone else has ran past the statue, and as Jakova, as you're casting the shield on yourself and you drop it, you step out just to watch the statues fire for their second time, and the one next to you, Judas, just shoots you. You are not safe where you are.
Well, with that movement, I'll try to catch up to him, probably even pass and go around the corner.
Oh yeah, you can.
The two of you
No.
now see another door.
How many charges of shield do we have left?
That's 2 down, so 8 to.
Oh, okay, that's heaps then. Awesome. Alright, who wants to go next?
You're down to
By all
5 absorb elements left.
I'll bring
You
up
got-
the rear.
3 pass that traces, 3 banishments, and 1 remove curse.
How many was on the pass of that trace again?
3
sorry?
charges.
Okay.
Does the pass that trace last for like 10 minutes as well?
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
Well, until you drop stealth.
Since nobody else is doing anything, I'm gonna pick up the wand, use it on myself to hand it to whoever's behind me, and then run through after the others.
Yep, you
Stop where your sprint stops.
So do you have 60 feet of movement?
Yeah, I'll dash. So. Oh
Yep.
wait, no. Do I need to use the wand as an action?
No, you can
It's
take
a
and use it.
reaction.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I will. I was here. think my dash gets me there because I wasn't quite on the edge.
Yeah.
You're at the door. The 6 bolts fire at you.
Yep.
As the shield absorbs them all. What are the other two
Dope.
doing?
I'm waiting to be last again.
No, but each
Alright,
time, each time someone runs past, it's counting as a turn. So what are the two of you at the end are doing? Jakova and Judas.
I'm dying slowly.
How
you
injured
know.
does he look? So I'm just gonna swap in case it shoots at him again, and I sort of ask him, where did it shoot you from?
Here at that door, she's not safe there. Go.
Cool. I stand here.
I look at the door. Divine sense.
Yeah,
Cool,
I'll
so
stand
clear
here
door.
and sort of say, go past me when you can. As I guess I will hold up my shields in preparation to take magical damage.
Okay.
Any consecrated or
No.
such?
Just a door.
Alright,
I'll
is that
I
time
don't
for the
think
next
anybody else have room.
Yep.
I'll burst through the door.
Can't. It's
Alright.
have to be locked.
I think because Christine's in front of me, I feel like
Yeah, I'll have Christine go.
As the next person goes, I want to try to slam through this door if I can.
Okay.
So you push that door? Okay.
Christine
So-
cast shield on herself. As she walks past, does the bottom one trigger when they step past, or will it go for terror?
It'd trigger it. It would go to Christine as she steps past.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, shield pops in here. 3 hit Judas. And
3 hit
it's,
me?
No,
3 hit
Jakova.
Jakova.
Say, Judas should be fine.
I was
And
gonna
you
say that would be
take
bad.
take 11 force damage as you've been pelted by things.
As you find out Jakova standing there, you are not safe. It fires directly sideways into you.
12.
Cool.
Christine will move where Terrell was, as Terrell busts open the door, which you can click open on, if it's not already. In this room, you see a pedestal with a small key laying on top.
Alright, I will, I guess, just go up to the key and grab it.
Was you meant to do that damage to me, or did I need to put that on?
As you grab the key,
Put it on yourself.
Hell yeah.
36.
6 of these small demons appear.
Ooh.
Oh no. Good time to go AFK.
Do I have a chance to use a spell, or...
You haven't used your action yet.
Okie dokie. If I use Burning Hands, can I hit those 3 on the side?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I will attempt to hit all 3 on the side with my Burning Hands then.
How long does your Divine Sense last, Emir?
Yeah, that is a 1-round thing.
Okay.
It lasts for 6 seconds, and I know the type of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. That is not
Well,
behind total
I
cover.
apparently cannot target the
Which
dude
they
in the
do.
middle.
Why can you not?
I don't
I
know,
also
it just
don't know.
whacked me.
It might not just be showing the line. It might be targeting it.
No,
It's
she's
not
only
showing
targeting
up
2 of
the
them right
targets
now.
either.
Hit the little target. Oh, no, wait a second. Weird. Yeah, now you are.
Yeah, I control clicked him on the combat tracker, so
That's
hoping that would work. So
That'll
good
work.
to know.
They all. 1 success, 1 success. Yeah, they all succeed.
I don't remember, does Burning Hands even do any damage if they... It's just
Roll
half,
Yeah.
yeah,
roll
just
to
half
see.
damage, yep.
They seem to take some damage.
Not a lot.
Not too much.
Terrell just yell, weird, monk, but I don't know, lots.
Alright. Next round.
Good time to be back. Hang on. Alright, I'm gonna pick the wand up now. And I am going to dash.
Okay.
Man, it'd be real
And
great
I'll
if you left
cast
that
and-
wand behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it. Like, I'm gonna do what everyone else did. Okay. I'll hand it to Osiris as, like, before I leave.
Okay.
I'll go into the spot that Christine's at. I'm assuming she's gonna be moving as well.
Yes, Christine will move 1, 2. Will she go into the room or outside?
Given magic missile to everyone here, I say she'd probably duck into the room.
Yep. And then she does. She's like, Terra, your wand! And then, yeah, she'll go in there. Jakurva, you get pelted again.
Mm-hmm.
And you
After
take
this, I'm moving back one spot.
12 force damage.
Oh, so that puts me to 48. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That's a round.
Next turn. I'll
Yep.
pick up the wand.
Actually, wait 1 second. Closets have to go.
Wow, it's Fireball.
Well, will they all help? Will they all go on her? Probably. Hit. Succeeds. Second attack. Some damage and she fails. You take more and you're poisoned. Alright. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, Cyrus, you can do your round.
Okay. Now I pick up the wand,
Mm.
and I use it when necessary.
As you do, you use it and you run past. Selena, you take
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
you take
45.
12 force damage.
5, 10, 15,
That's
20,
fine.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Oh. I just sort of motioned to the guys. We got a problem.
What kind of problem?
Probably right up your alley.
I'm just trying to think. Can I
And I'll sort of
see-
stand here to try and take any incoming blasts because I've still got the wand of shit.
You can see one. You would have seen a couple move past from that angle. So-
Actually, no, because she has line of sight now. She doesn't.
Oh,
she would have seen one move out of her vision.
Oh yeah, true.
so I know there's something going on in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
What would Christine do as well? That's the real question.
Deduce it.
If, like... Yeah, no, I need to go in here to get away from the magic missile. And I'm not gonna run around a corner when I know, like, 2 people are in danger.
Okay.
Let me see.
Let's see if she crits. She runs over and tries to shocking grasp it.
Thanks,
And
Christine.
kills it.
I've got a little gravestone.
That's cool.
That's so
I
cute.
might attack 2 and I might use a quicken spell, meta magic, to see if I can get 2 hits in. Just for memory's sake, because I'm really hopeless at this and I haven't done it in ages. It has to be a spell slot spell and then a cantrip. Can't be 2
It doesn't-
cantrips.
He can't be 2 cantrips, no.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
No, it can be 2 cantrips.
You quicken spell one. I don't see why not.
Yeah, it can't be 2 first level spells. It can be 2 cantrips or one and the other.
Yeah, this. That works.
Yeah, okay, I don't want to use my spell slots up on these things because they do seem like they're kind of weak.
Yeah,
Your
you can double
sorcery
cantrip.
points are also spell slots. Just remember.
Yep.
So the 2 that you're using is technically a first level spell.
Mhm.
Not discouraging. Just I always forget whenever I play sorcerer.
I get so confused about all this stuff. Nah, yeah, I'm just going to quicken spell, and I'm going to... Let me see. Actually, one sec. Sorry, if anyone else wants to do anything while I'm thinking about this, like, go ahead.
Sorry, well, I'll say Christine's done her thing. So, Tara, you can do so. Everyone who isn't Osiris or Christine can do something.
Oh,
Because
cool.
Osiris's action was to run out here.
I mean, he said there was danger, right?
Yep.
He did.
So I have a
Angry
turn.
roar.
Yep, you have a turn too, Tara.
Okay, screw it. I'm gonna use the 2nd level spell slot and I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom around me. So I will
Okay.
use the Bloom part on myself, and of course I'll wither all the dudes around me. Still can't target the middle dudes for some reason.
Just do it through combat tracker.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So it's W. It's the dudes with special names that I can't target.
Weird.
Oh my god.
Up.
So Christine would technically be within that radius.
Is she?
It's a
Oh, yeah,
10
she
foot
is.
sphere around a point
Yeah,
you
she
choose.
is, she
Yeah.
is. Sorry, Christine.
Well, you can. It's
Oh, I just rerolled it on all of them again. My
it's each
apologies.
creature of your choice in that area.
Right. So I wouldn't target her, obviously.
Yeah. So you can just choose not to target her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will do the heal on myself, which is just gonna double
So you
check.
did 7 necrotic damage.
And then, in addition, one creature of your choice in that area can spend a roll. One of its unspent hit dice and regain a number of hit points equal to the roll plus your spellcasting modifier.
And you're gonna do that?
Yes, on myself.
I'm really glad I didn't use my mana magic.
Well, we have to go through and double check because AJ is currently AFK to see which of these ones passed and didn't die initially. Because she double tapped them.
Oh, right.
I mean, she did the saves.
I did
and
double
damage,
damage,
then
only
the-
doubled the con saves.
Oh, the save? Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you kill 3 of them with that. The withering blow, you see the necrotic energy, like these ethereal plants grow up out of the ground around them, grab them, and you watch them like huskify.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool. And now you're up. Yep. Anyone else? Dracova, Selena, and Judas.
I heard danger. I run in. I mean, I have enough movement to get right up to them, I'm sure. So
Oh yeah, you do.
I run in. I do the bonus action because I'm not
You can do
even.
your thing too.
No, I can't. He's taken.
I mean, did you want to do something first? Because you were saying you're planning it.
I was gonna cast Eldritch Blast and just hit, like, try and hit
And
two.
because you were technically going beforehand, that would take place pretty much as I'm coming in.
Okay, cool.
So if you want to do it, go ahead.
Yep.
Who knows? She might kill one, then Judas gets the last one if we get lucky. Never mind.
I'll have to dash
Well-
in there.
You
You,
have 2
uh,
beams, right?
Yeah, you have 2 shots because you're 5th level.
I was gonna try and get both of them.
Well, you missed the first shot, so the second Eldritch Blast.
What the hell is
You miss, so you fire off your first volley of Eldritch Blast, and they go thoop, thoop, past the 2 of them. Jakova, now go ham.
Okay, now I run in, like I was planning.
Yep.
I let out a annoyed look. So I activate my judgment roll. And I'm just going to go on a punch for one of them. Probably the stubby olive
only-
grab knee, I guess.
I'm only good at hitting
Which will be what,
lions in the
2
mouth.
combat?
Statues.
I probably should have said I could have reckless that, but
It's a 15 that, let me double check. Definitely hits this thing.
oh,
Okay.
doesn't matter. Well,
Yep.
in that case, that is my first hit, which I had I think first hit is Radiant. Although I have extra attack, don't I?
Yeah, you can attack twice.
First hit is radiant. Extra
Dead.
attack.
Yep.
Extra attack, I think, is still my main hand, so I think it still counts as radiant. We never really discussed the semantics on
Extra attack. It can be either.
that. Yeah,
It's still technically a main hand strike, but you
radiant,
can use a necrotic if you want.
Then I will swing around for the second hit with the extra attack.
Yep. Miss.
That one's a miss. Yeah, should have reckless. Oh well.
Okay.
And I will just glare at it. It's annoyed me.
That leaves.
All the missiles annoyed me. I'm really not sure.
So
Yeah.
only person who's yet to go is Judas.
Are they gonna ping again if I move?
But still same round.
Okay, thank fuck.
So this is the round they pinged on Osiris still.
3, 4, 5, 6. And I huck a javelin.
It's as bad as they fucking javelin that bitch. Natural one. You miss.
Rip.
Huck another
Extra
javelin.
attack.
Second attack. You hit. So this again, for the opinion, for just the view, this little quasit man, this little demon boy, little greenhorn monkey sitting there, he flies in, takes a bite at this weird tiefling, then plants grow up out of the ground, killing 3 of his friends and badly wounding him and another one of them. Then he gets 2 bolts of energy fired at him. A large cat runs in and beats his friend to death, and then he has 2 sticks thrown at him that one of them stabs him in the chest and he dies. As one at a time you've hit them, their entire bodies just poof, just disappear.
I will retrieve my weaponry.
It's rough, buddy.
The round ticks over. Osiris, 6
Yep.
bolts of energy are fired at you, but I'm assuming you shield and counter them.
I shield and counter them.
Yep.
And wait for everyone else to come back out.
There are
Well-
3 motes of light left on the wand.
Yeah, well, that's happened. I can go over here because it's the next turn. Everyone else should be able to make it out.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Alright.
that.
Yeah.
How can we all fit in a little bit?
It'll be fun. I open the door to see if there's more room up ahead.
It is
Why
locked.
not? I make it unlocked.
It is locked.
I insult the door.
Right, we've got the key there.
It doesn't respond.
I'm hugged up against that wall, by the way.
Yep, you start tucking yourself. You can fit in here. It's a very narrow corridor, but the 6 of you could squeeze in if you wanted.
I will ask
We're
for
also not
Terra's
5 feet wide.
Yeah.
Except me. I might actually be this wide.
Okay, there we go.
Did Tara pick up the key from that thing, or is it just a pedestal?
Terra-
Nobody
Tara-
knows that Tara picked up the key because she was the only one in there when it happened.
To
Yeah,
everyone
I'm
else, it's just
trying
an
to
empty
set up.
pedestal in that room.
Yeah.
Open this door.
I guess I will follow suit. Seeing nothing else in here of value, and already pissed off, I move back to my little corner, sort of, I don't know, almost high-fiving this thing's elbow.
Why are we squishing in this corridor?
Because I
Well,
don't
we-
want to get hit by that magic missile. It is terrible.
The door's
Oh,
locked.
What that's there?
We need to find a way to open up this door.
Bang on it.
Have you tried punching it?
I knock
I like
politely.
this idea.
It knocks back.
Yep, you knock.
It's got the big. Does anyone have any thieves' tools? Something to bash the door in.
I mean,
I have
I
some
think I
nails.
do.
Can I try to pick the lock with nails?
You want to try?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Make a thieves' tool check with disadvantage.
Cool. Disadvantage.
Oh, that's
I know
right.
how to use these tools, but I don't
Tools
have
also.
these tools.
So I'll just roll like a stealth check because I'm half proficient in everything.
Yeah, with disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah, with disadvantage, of course.
I will give him the help action.
Cool, it's
I
I
now,
will
it's
squish
neutral.
through this and guidance him.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
so you're a flat
So
stealth roll
Oh,
with a
flat.
d4.
Flat.
It's okay.
So
You
so you
drop
drop-
the 16.
Second.
7.
So it's the 7.
Yep, plus a
and then
d4.
11.
So you stick your nails in the door in the
Uh-huh.
keyhole. You rummage around, and you don't really know what you're waiting for, but you don't make any difference.
I'm healing Judas.
Thank you!
I didn't even
I was
realize
on
this was-
one!
I'm
Fuck,
just,
really?
I
Just-
was going to die if nobody fucking moved.
you know, before I ask this question, I need to do one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. So I did see Terra go in that room first.
Yes.
Yes.
Going in there, I seen an empty pedestal.
Yes.
I put 2 and 2 together and look at Terra. You, one that replaced my friend. Was there anything on that pedestal?
No, I just walked in this room and all these weird monkey things came out and they tried to eat me. I'm assuming
Inside.
I'm rolling deception.
Yeah. Roll deception.
Why do I have
Uh,
disadvantage?
No!
Don't know why you have this. Oh, because you're poisoned.
Yeah.
Oh,
It would have
Yes, you are.
neither passes either way, I don't think.
You definitely fail.
She
Or-
seems to be not telling you the entire truth.
I give her the. While I'm still sort of in this rage state, I hold my hand out. What is it?
I rummage into my pockets and I give him one of the extra good berries.
It is just a normal berry at this point.
Sorry,
Good
it
enough.
lasted 24 hours and I made them this morning.
Oh god, you did. Never mind. It's a good berry. Yeah, it heals.
Yeah.
Everyone has the attitude of good
It
enough.
heals 1 hit point!
I don't know what you were hiding, but I do know you were hiding something, and I don't care because you gave me food.
Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy
So,
the good
uh,
berry.
That you
Do I
heal.
need it all at once?
Does that give me a whole 1 health back?
Yes, if you eat the good berry, you give a whole 1
Again, I'm back to 47. Thank you.
Now you don't need to eat for the rest of the day.
Again.
Everybody already had a good berry this morning.
Hmm.
Was there something in that room, Terra?
Yeah, a bunch of angry monkey things. They
Screw it.
hurt.
You're obviously obscuring one fact. Probably was there something in there apart from them?
A pedestal.
Judas.
I'm
Trust
Is there
down
anything
to-
on the pedestal?
Me, briefly.
Can we
Fucking
please
call
stop
me
fighting?
stupid, and I go and I grab the wand from Osiris, cast shield, and I go in the fucking room.
Okay. You cast
Oh.
shield. You run past. You get shot by all the statues. You're fine. You go in the room. There is a pedestal. It is empty.
How
I
many
take
mates are on the wand?
2.
Yep. There are 2 left.
Okay.
I take the last usage of this air file in this flute, and am I able to activate it, put it up against the lock so it blows through, and causes all the pins and the tumblers to spring into the position they would be for it to unlock?
You can definitely try.
That was
I
a big
try.
brain move.
Okay, make an attack roll on the door.
That's some serious big brain.
Roll damage.
The nat 20s are like plentiful on
Why is it
inanimate
2? Oh,
objects.
because I crit.
So you wind back with your cane flute.
I also didn't
You-
have the... Is there? No extra damage on that one.
Yeah, no extra damage for this one. You wind back. You pull the little trigger on the side of the cane flute, and then as you swing, like golf swing at the door, you hit the tip of the flute where the file activates right on the lock. As it bursts energy into the keyhole, you hear a blast, a cracking of what sounds like a creaking and a groaning, and then you watch as a little magical symbol appears around the handle of the door.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I suppose it doesn't open.
You try the door is still locked.
Oh, makes
These
me
walls
sad.
made of stone.
I wish I had a 3rd level spell and I'd just dispel it, because I brought that. But no, I had to go speak with a dead person and some plants.
God. Is there an indentation on this pedestal
Nope,
or
it's-
dust marks of
It's
where I think this one to
just
be?
it's just a blank
Better tick that.
pedestal. This area is
What was it like?
surprisingly clean. Like there aren't even scorch marks where the fire is.
God damn it.
I'll move up into the empty space that he left as well, so Jakuba can move in.
Thank you. I think the rage ends at this point, right?
Yeah, you haven't attacked anything, so the rage goes away.
If we can't
Hey.
do this, we're dead.
Yeah, I take out the wand of magic missile, my wand of magic missile, and I cast magic missile at the just at spots at the door to see if any of it is less, like,
Those
I suppose,
symbols
resistant than.
pop up on the door each time one of them lands on it.
Okay.
Who's that other effect's meant to be on me? Whose is that?
That is
What
mine.
if we
It's gone.
body check the door really
Ah.
hard?
Okay, that was
I,
weird.
I effectively just did that with this, and I point to the wand.
Oh. What if I
I-
try to melt the lock?
You are welcome to try, and I sort of shuffle around Terra.
Yeah, I'll shuffle around into the spot and I will attempt to use heat metal on the lock.
Anyone who wants to, I'd say Osiris, Selena, Chico, anyone who wants to, you can make an int check if you want.
An intelligence
sorry?
check?
Just a straight intelligence check.
Sure.
I will.
No.
I'm willing to
have-
try
hang
anything.
on.
Natural fucking 20 from Jacoba.
Is there an intelligence thing? I'm half proficient. Yeah, religion. There.
Oh hell yeah, -1 intelligence check, buddies.
There's a few things wrong with what just happened.
Jacova's got big brain energy at the moment.
So, okay, as Terra and Osiris are shuffling past each other,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so Terra can start working on the lock.
Mhm.
Everyone else here, you think, alright, we have all these wands. If the solution isn't opening the door, maybe one of these wands is something we need to do to get through this door.
I don't think Pass Without a Trace is gonna help with this door.
Okay.
Remove a
I
curse.
cast banishment at the door.
You cast Banishment. I have to look up if that'll work.
I'm pretty sure it specifies creature.
I
Why
was
you-
thinking that the remove curse could work, but at the same time I had one charge.
Yeah,
Why
I've
do
got
you
3
look that
charges
up?
of this.
Jagubra's gonna put his
Specifically
hand up.
says creature.
But the door's a mimic, so it does work, right? Everybody laughs. The door laughs.
Kubra.
The door
We
does not
killed the
laugh.
door. It was a good day.
Does anyone have a wand of catapult?
No, that wasn't one of the ones, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Kinda would probably be a bad idea to cast catapult here, right? Where we all are.
In that case, Selena, switch with me. I wish to punch that wall.
Okay.
And you go there, I go there, and I'm just going to attack the wall with. I don't have Divine Energy right now, so I'm just going to begin punching it lightly.
You know what? I'll swap places with Terra again, so I'm at the front. I will cast Identify on the door.
I don't even know if I can hit a wall.
The door is a door. It's got Arcane Lock on it. Yeah.
Okay. So it could be picked if you rolled high enough, but...
But with 2 nails?
Oh, yeah, no, I totally get that.
And if anybody has,
He
some-
looks at the door again, and then he looks at the 2 magic wands he has and realizes they've got thinner tips. Shrugs,
Oh, great,
and
they're
then...
magical.
Yeah, and then he'll attempt to pick the lock one last time.
Okay, make
What, do you
a
wanna let me
lockpick.
try? I am proficient in thieves' tools.
I am half proficient in everything.
But
I'm
you also
so
have a
proficient, and I have the
-1
dex.
index.
Alright,
Fuck, I forgot I had
I hand the
Vulcan
wands
under me.
to Terra, and I will inspire Terra because I'm a bard and that's what I can do.
Okay.
So I will say,
I don't actually have a skill check thing set up for thieves' tools.
let's do a dex check and add your proficiency modifier. Or just make one, if you had the plus type in thieves tools and stuff like that.
Just roll like a sleight of hand.
Just roll sleight of hand.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I have proficiency in sleight of hand, don't I? And I still also have.
Poison.
But also guide
Yeah.
yourself at the same time as well.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you can
I
roll a
guide
d6
myself
to
or
that.
Too late.
You didn't say
Can I
that.
guide myself?
No, you didn't say it beforehand.
Yep. Yep. Alright. Yep. Yep. And what
What
did you
does
say, sorry,
surprise
Jeremy?
A d6.
Okay. 4.
And you can have my inspiration if that helps.
Uh,
I don't know if that's too late or not.
It would be.
No, he said inspiration before.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, if you want to roll that again, just roll a flat
should we
d20.
just take the 15 instead, or do you want me to just re-roll entirely?
It's up to you if you want to see if you can get a crit or not.
Might as well try to get a crit yet. Alright. Oh,
So you can pick between the 18.
yeah, I'll
15,
take
and
the 18.
7.
So it's the 18 plus 4.
Is
Yep.
you use the wooden ones to try and pick the metal lock. It does not work.
I searched everywhere in there for a key. There was not one.
I politely ask for my wand of magic missile back.
Yeah, I give it back. I look up at him and go, I'm sorry, Pops. I tried.
That's okay. It's all about trying.
I am going to
We need a
continue
solution.
punching the wall until I'm asked to do anything.
I better tick off inspiration.
I guess I punch the wall
You punch the wall very significantly.
for max damage.
Does anybody have any teleport to get to the other side of this door?
Most teleports you have access to require line of sight.
I can.
There is no way this door is like hermetically sealed.
No, you can try to gaze through the keyhole if you want.
Just look under the door.
1 second. I read something.
Do you want me to recklessly attack the door too?
It's up to you.
I mean, this wall ain't budging, I think. It's a stone wall, so I assume it ain't budging.
Harry looks back at Judas. Hey, Judas, maybe there's a key all the way back at the start. You should go all the way back to the start in case we missed it.
That does sound like a good idea.
Judas wouldn't make it.
I
Exactly.
won't. You are hiding something from me, young one. I suggest that you take that out right now, or I will put you in front of that
You're
tower.
asking me to show you my tits? Excuse you?
Judas,
I'm
that is
asking you to
impolite.
That
reveal
is
the
just
truth.
disgusting.
Judas,
just
the
heard-
young lady was just hiding good berries. She has proven this.
And a pair
I
of
heard
tits.
Tez laughing from the other side of my house.
So,
Osiris
What are you
will
doing?
cast,
Really glad I went for a bio break just then.
because of this like discourse that's happening.
Mhm.
The feeling of can't trust surges back at Osiris from like past shit, and he casts detect thoughts.
I'm
Okay,
also
on-
gonna roll an insight.
Who are you detecting
Go ahead.
thoughts on Osiris?
First, it would be Judas because he's making the biggest deal about it.
Okay. Are you gonna dig deep or just go for surface thoughts?
We'll see what the surface thoughts are for the moment.
Judas, what are your surface thoughts?
Terra is hiding something, and she's
perfect.
clearly not helping.
A big
Also,
old pair of
ow.
tits.
Then I'll dig deeper.
Alright, make a saving throw for Judas. Go for it.
Are you rolling it onto me?
Yeah, let's roll.
He succeeded.
passes.
Saving face. If I don't
Succeed.
succeed. Oh, yeah.
You
If you
passed.
succeed, it's fine.
Um,
Would you need to know that the effect is happening for you to save face?
Well, they know you try to read their mind, don't they?
Not until afterwards.
Eh,
I think. I don't know. For the
I don't remember.
if you miss an attack roll or fail an ability check or saving throw.
Okay.
So,
Alright, so I get nothing, then I'll go to the other side of this party and do the same thing on Terra. I expect the same result.
So, Tara, what are your surface thoughts?
This man wants to see my titties, and that's not okay.
Okay.
and
And you fail your check, so Osiris digs
And
deeper.
nobody's allowed to touch the key I found because it opens magical treasure box.
Meanwhile, can I ask to switch with Terra and start recklessly attacking the door?
Selena hears in her head.
Hey, you go over there.
You do have the remove curse one, yes?
I look at Osiris and nod.
Fantastic. You might want to cast it on Terra.
Okay. I move forward. Want to swap spots with me?
Shuffle City.
I point the wand at Terra and I
what's
use
down there?
remove curse
Okay.
before she can react.
As you remove curse tarot, you no longer want to keep that case in. You know, why? What? What is this? Ew. Key? Yuck.
Flying fish pulls a key
It's
out.
made of metal. I don't fuck with metal.
Yeah.
Do you
Ew.
feel better?
Gross.
I'm
Throw it at the
using-
wall.
I only use wood keys and wood locks for my wood house.
And then we use wooden wands to pick those wooden locks, and then it
I
works.
use my wooden fucking cauldron on open flame to make
Yeah, that's
soup.
great.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you see,
guess that
Tara
makes
just throws
sense.
a key on the ground.
Ah,
Does Jakura notice it? Because I'm assuming it lands next to him.
It's
Door.
horrible enough for everyone to
Hey,
see.
he's just punching door.
Yeah, so Jacoby, you punch the door, and then right as you're like pulling back for the next one, you hear the ding-a-ling at your foot, and you look down and just see a key.
What I heard is round 2, punch.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
roll.
no.
What a hit.
no, Jakuva, you found the key. Just use the key.
You
You
punch
hit the door.
Oh, so hard that the key fell out of it.
Yeah, see, you slide a piece of paper under the door, you hit the door, the key falls off the ledge that's on the back of the door, and then you slide the paper back out.
Yeah, I should probably roll this for the door.
The door is taking these punches.
Like a boss.
Okay, the key is on the
if
ground.
No one else is gonna pick the key up. I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay, you pick up the key.
May I?
You are now cursed. You don't want to get rid of the key.
Listen,
Sorry.
AJ thought about that. I said no.
Oh,
Remove curse as target a person or object.
Yeah, you remove the curse from the object.
we'd never be able to open the door.
Yes, that is the joke.
Okay, you
Alright,
try door before I punch it again.
I put the the key in the lock.
As you put the key in, you don't. Unlike other doors with keys, you don't feel like teeth moving. It seems like this had nothing to do anything with.
Oh,
It seems like
sad.
just a keyhole that's made to put this key shape in.
You put it in,
And
it
opens.
pings, and the door opens. You don't even have to push it, the door just opens.
Okay, there we go.
Nice.
Well, that's good. At least we don't have to get shot at again. Or
I would prefer not to.
Are you sure? I'm happy to send him through one more time.
I don't see anything this far.
but then
in,
you have
so
to
I'm just
carry
gonna
him
take a few
back.
steps.
Hmm.
I just go to there just because I'm not feeling bold enough to go
Hello.
around that corner.
Who wants to take the lead?
Probably
will-
not me, actually.
I will either go through or let Jakura go through if he wants to go ahead of me.
Diddly diddly, around the corner I go.
Okay.
Okay, just keep. Does use another corner
See
ahead.
this corner, just continues on.
Jakuvra, take one step at a time.
I look back at Jude and I'll say, go on, you go up front, you look worse than I do.
That makes no sense.
That makes perfect sense. Here, go ahead.
Okay.
Yep, looks like this opens to a bigger room, or at least a bigger
I'm not
doorway.
going right down. I want to peek around the corner first with
Okay.
a stealth check if I can.
Right, stealth check.
Pass that a trace. Is that what I hear?
You can activate past that Atreus.
I
Okay,
think
what
that-
can I see around the corner?
You see a big fuck off, big demon orange monkey man.
Oh,
I immediately
Gora.
pull myself back a little, look back, and you know the wisp, the finger to the mouth thing. Except I'm not
Pull
sure
out the
how.
wand and I
Mm.
point to it.
I just give you that questioning shrug thing.
Wait, you're gonna point your wand at the monkey?
No. She's just holding it up and pointing to the wand herself with her hand.
Ah, okay.
Because he was making a shushing motion, so I was like, you mean this?
Oh, yes, you still get a shrug because let's face it, Jakubra doesn't know magic
Mhm.
outside of catapult.
I did probably explain these at the start, though.
I think that has like 3 charges, doesn't it?
It lasts like 10 minutes.
I begin using hand signs to question how many people it affects.
How many people does it affect?
Everyone within the radius.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay, let's. She Selena turns around and gestures to everyone else to sort of get in close.
Yeah, when everyone's in close enough, I will use Pass Without a Trace with the wand.
Another stealth roll needed.
Maybe hand it to me or Christine, so then it's
Yeah,
like, the
just to
radius
make
is a bit
sure, yeah.
wider.
I think it is a
Yeah.
20-foot radius.
It doesn't really matter. You can pass along. You activate the effect. Everyone gets a +10 to their stealth roll.
All right, let's go.
Or
Let's
just
go. I have a
roll and
plus
try to go in the
0.
room.
I got a
Roll.
-1
That's not
That's
bad.
a 29.
with
That's a
disadvantage.
19. That's a 27.
I'm scared.
I will
I
cast
s-
guidance on whoever is.
Oh, hold on.
least
Was
stealthy.
that for advantage? Should I have advantage?
That's a no. It's not with advantage. That's
Okay.
a 13 and a 17.
All right, plus 10. Yep.
Yeah, after the stealth, I guess I'll move down, wait for the others behind me, and slowly move to try and go past it.
All right, you step out.
I don't know if it's... Yeah, I mean, does it
Use-
react to us stepping down, I guess? Or me?
It's just kind of sitting there, like looking around, not really paying attention. You step out. You take one step.
There it is.
No? You take a step?
No?
Yep.
No, we good? Oh, I thought that was an attack. I don't know.
It was probably
Nope.
perception.
Okay,
next step.
and
I will.
do you need to roll again?
No.
Okay, I'm
I
going
will
around the corner then.
follow After Jakubra.
Okay.
Am I
I'm
good?
scared.
Yeah. So far.
Okay.
Do you think you're stealth?
Can I just, like... I don't know whether or not I'd be able to cast, like, a spell like Mirror Image or something like that, because that would just affect my stealth, though, I imagine.
It would make it harder for you to hide.
Yeah, okay. I think I might just... I don't have any things for mage armor.
I got something that can keep it occupied, but not for long.
I will inspire Celine in her head. She now has a bardic inspiration die to use as she sees fit.
Because I already rolled, though, like...
Oh, not for the stealth roll, just for anything
okay,
else that
okay.
might happen.
Okay. Well, before I go, I think I'm just going to cast a quick heal, just because I'm a little low. And I really
Okay.
don't want to die.
As the two of you enter this room, you see that the same plinth that's been in the other rooms has been encased in this large force-like bubble of energy. In front of it, there seems to be a podium with 5 holes in it.
Ah, I see.
I'm not touching it.
Yeah, it's for other ones.
So once you
As
step
you-
out,
Well, as you step out, you see as the monkey's like... as it looks directly at Selena.
Yeah, I saw that one going.
yeah.
I'm gonna walk down.
Make an initiative roll, everyone.
Cool.
I should have just waited!
Hey, Osiris,
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't see it.
yeah, no, I'm aware.
Oh, yeah, that's about right.
And
You could
Christine-
add your bardic inspiration dice to your initiative roll if you wanted.
Nah.
Alright,
I'll keep it for
top
an
of the
attack.
order. Judas.
Judas.
Let me go battle music.
Okay.
Zach.
Move down.
Don't run in, you've got like barely any health.
I use my action. Channel Divinity, abjure the extra planar
Okay.
on
Go ahead and roll the
angry.
saving throw on it.
Yep. Please go away.
It fails.
It is turned!
You have turned the Balgura.
To what, sorry?
Belgara.
It's turned.
Uh-huh.
What does that
Don't
mean?
touch it! Don't hit it! It is scared of me! It must run away!
Okay.
Alright, Christine. Will step forward and she'll believe what you're saying, I guess, and then just run past it.
Could it use a reaction to attack her?
A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move.
But it's not
Surprise
its
me.
turn.
Reaction.
I guess it could, if it wanted to.
It would say for its action uses dash action or the dodge action if there's nowhere to move.
But it's not its
It's a
turn.
reaction.
I'd say it can punch.
It'll make a punch. Hits.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
And as it does, he sort of punches for max damage and jettisons Christine into the room.
Oh,
She
no.
takes 14 bludgeoning damage. She gets punched in the gut.
Next up,
Jacoba. No, yeah, Jacoba. Double reckless attack.
What? Oh, that was the bell noise. Right. Christine moved already. Well, you got this?
Yes, just leave it.
Hmm.
You want to push that button?
I'm just going to wait until my next turn.
Needle flanking there, though.
I will move to be ready to take a hit, but that's all I'm doing for this guy.
Tara?
I will hold off on doing anything, but if he does end up if we end up in a full-on bitch fight with him, I will have a Produce Slam ready in my hand.
Okay. Cyrus?
Cyrus comes down.
You first see the fuck off big old orange hungry monkey demon thing.
Oh, hey, buddy. And I'll stand next to Judas. I'll look over at Judas. I'll say, watch this. And I'll pull out the wand of banishment and swish and flick.
And with a unceremonious
That was well timed.
Yep.
That was straight, I'll be honest with that.
it just disappears.
Yes.
Can we be quick? I don't like this thing.
It'll be fine if I understand the spell like way I think I do.
Bad enough I have to look at one red thing these days.
You don't like Christine's hair?
I def stare at you because you know full well what I meant.
I cast banishment.
You know what? You, can
You
if
have one
want.
charge left.
Yeah, I know.
But good luck me getting back here because I'm pretty sure it puts me back somewhere on the plane,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah, if you're not native to this plane, it takes you to your native plane. Alright, so that was what? 5, 10,
This would actually
15,
permanently work on
25.
Jacobo.
It wouldn't be the
Yeah,
first
he-
time I've had to live it on my own.
Yeah, Jacob would probably get bamfed back to the savannah,
I'll just come find him later.
and you wouldn't return at the end of the minute. So yeah,
As you see, you all see this force energy bubble that is covering this plinth, and you see this box with 5 holes in it.
The picture isn't super
No,
accurate.
don't go there. I'm not getting into this.
we couldn't
Yes,
find
yes.
one.
We couldn't find with 5, alright?
You know what? There's 6, and there's a keyhole shape. There you go.
I gotta sacrifice my other
stick
one.
my wand in the hole.
As you
Okay,
stick
put
it
the
in,
wand in
it
the hole.
glows up, and a band around the force bubble appears.
I ask for consent before I do so.
The wooden box doesn't have anything, and it says only if you have protection.
I jam the wand in it.
I had shield, I had protection, that was okay.
As
I
you
was
put your
hoping
wand
someone
in
made
it,
that fucking joke.
another band appears.
Only for protection. Yeah, baby, I've got a shield.
Yeah.
He puts his one in. No, Demeter puts one in. So as Tara puts her one in, a second band appears.
I'll put
But
my
mine-
one in as well.
Christine puts her one in because Jacob doesn't have one right now.
And
I don't
after
even
all
know who has
5
mine.
wrap around the bubble, it pops. The plinth is activated. A mote of aqua green glows, and then it seemingly just goes to the wall, back to the pedestal.
Oh, it like phases through the wall, like
Yep.
we've got to go all the way back.
Yep. There's no shortcut.
This is a badly designed dungeon. All dungeons have shortcuts after the boss. Just saying.
Are you saying we have to walk
Boss?
through Magic Missile Room?
Yep.
Oh, start walking.
Hold
Yep.
up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Let me check something first, real quick.
Who has the most HP percentage right now?
Probably.
Selena.
I don't want
Selena.
Selena should go and check if the room's safe.
I have 1/3 of my health left.
Selena
I
has
could
100%.
probably.
Oh.
Yeah, but I have like 23 hit points.
I got like a little bit under a quarter.
23. That's like you only do a tank 6 almost max damage magic missiles, and you'll be fine.
By the way, for the next
Yeah.
10 minutes, you have that bardic inspiration, which you could add
This
to
is very
healing
true.
someone if you wanted to.
I
Okay.
have very little spell slots left.
No,
I'm up to my
So do
spell
I,
slots.
but... God,
I need to
Oh,
ask.
Judas, stop.
Wait, Jacob wants to
Yeah.
ask something.
Ah, thank you.
that's
Oh,
fine.
I thought we'll let Terra go first there. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
All I need to know is if Selene is going past me.
I may as well. I'm the healthiest.
Winner is the tank.
You see the first statue.
I'm just gonna pop out. So here is safe.
Yep, there is safe.
Here is not.
Yep.
How many?
Forward.
Question: How many
Nothing
heals
happens.
could I get off in a minute with Aura of Vitality?
6.
6?
Or 10.
10.
10.
No one seemed to follow me, so I'm gonna have to go back and let them know without
when,
moving.
when Selena comes back in, I will look to everyone and say, "It will burn my last third level spell slot, but I can do 10 lots of 2d6 healing on whoever I want."
The
And
fuck is a
multiple
D6?
They don't seem to be activated.
I
They don't?
believe they're talking about Boulder's Bones.
Or at least
No, that's
the
exist.
at least the magic missile ones. Nothing happened.
I think it would be fair to assume that the room has been disabled.
Yes.
So
I'm
you
gonna
might as
walk
well
in
go before, in case the room changes its mind.
That's
So-
what I'm thinking.
When you walk back into the room, Selena, the statues of the books are closed.
Ah. So I'm just gonna wait for everyone here.
Yep.
I don't wanna
It's
run
not
off
a
without
bronze
anyone.
statue?
It's a bronze statue, but the books are now closed for some reason.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Place is
force
Fucking
myself-
magic, don't ask questions.
It is my job to ask magic questions.
As I'm walking to catch up, I'm going to force myself against this wall.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to find a hidden passage?
No, I just don't trust this gap you've left.
Okay.
That's my problem.
Oh,
I don't
I
trust
see.
it.
Yeah.
I see. There's a tiny gap there.
It's just
I
bad-
do not trust it. That's why I'm doing
It's
this.
just bad wall mechanics.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know. If there's nothing there, I'm going to move down.
Alright, make a
Let's
deck
get
set
back
now.
to the main room.
Die
Sure.
from a mimic wall.
Am I
You
dead?
all go into the main room?
No.
Can we just
Yeah.
make that assumption? Okay.
Yeah.
You all bamf back into the middle room. Yeah. Also in the middle room was just the statue just vibing there.
Inside the bubble as well. Yep, the statue of Mardo. It's in the same place every time you put it, so it's in the bubble. Wait, actually no, it would have been next to the Balgura,
Yeah.
because that bubble was north.
You're lucky.
I'll
they
say
decided
the
to
lion
do that.
jaws are also closed when you pass them, not that it matters. And that is 3.
Someone beat me to my box. It's fine. Well, we're half done.
Halfway.
How long total do you reckon this has taken us to do? Because if we're
Wow.
done this in 20 minutes, it's like we can't
You
really long
spent a
rest.
decent amount of time in the first and the divination room thinking about things, so probably maybe half an hour for that one, plus
The
Wait,
evocation
rest.
was like 5 minutes.
Levification
Yeah.
was 5 minutes, being very quickly, just charging head forward. You then took an hour rest, and then this one, probably.
I'd say about
also
15 minutes.
15 minutes, probably a bit more fast paced than the divination,
No.
but still time for you to think about things.
Just under 2 hours total.
Yep.
So far.
Wait a
Yeah.
second.
We
Question.
have a liquid one.
This is such a weird thing I should have asked much earlier, but does Goodberry count under either a spell, potion, or class ability?
It counts as 1 hit
For
point.
regenerating health, it's technically under a spell, right?
Sure.
Yeah, but is it for-
Technically-
is this for healer feat?
It's for mending affinity.
Oh, I,
So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm asking because it means I get another 3 health back.
it's a good ability.
Use ring it from spell, potion, or class ability. Technically, it's a spell.
Yep.
Yeah, technically
That's what my
it
point
works.
Yeah, technically you get an extra 3 HP.
Thanks.
Technically.
That means technically you can turn one caster Goodberry into 40 hit points.
To one person.
For me, yes,
Yep,
but
to
for
you.
anyone else, no.
Yes.
I might have to call it quits.
Sorry, no, yeah, we're just gonna see where you guys are gonna go next, and then we'll
Yep.
call it there. If
So
you
we
guys-
have 3 rooms
That's
left.
including if you're taking a long rest or not.
Well, I chose to go through the shitty one last time, so I'm not going to choose this time.
Look, I'm starting to enjoy this. I vote the light purple one.
I don't remember what cars match to what, but we have a sound one we could do that apparently it was copacetic with.
That'll be the same one.
Ah, nice. Way better.
Careful. Isn't it?
But yeah, long rest would be nice.
I mean, this looks like a light purple or a
That
pink to me,
spell
but
slot,
It's meant to be pink.
Is it pink?
I would prefer to rest as well. I am currently tapped on all my resources.
I have some spells, but I'm just concerned about Zerosh out there on his own. I'm
He's
sure he can
survived.
hold
Concerned
his
about the
own.
ancient dragon.
Zerosh is an ancient
Zerosh.
dragon?
You've seen him transform.
Not really. It's sort of like the shadow of something. Could have been a
Yeah.
spell.
He only saw the shadow and that he's got rune tattoos all over his body.
No one can hear me here. This can't come back to bite me in the ass.
I don't think it really matters if he finds out. He was probably gonna find out anyway.
I cast modify memory
Christine cries.
So in front of Christine.
on myself, so
Christine
I forgot
rolls on
that
the
I
table.
told him.
Wow,
Judas, Judas.
front of
All
my
you need
trauma?
to know is that Zerosh guy out there is a traitorous bastard who made me have to put up with you.
Oh! So he's an upstanding citizen who decided to help out the law for once. You know, that sounds pretty good.
Which bloody one are you picking?
I say we go with pink because I say that Jakuru gets a choice.
Okay.
That's a
Pink.
bad decision.
So,
Fuck. So was the one I chose.
so Osiris, you play your instrument, the thing lights up, it goes pink, you go into the pink one.
I thought we were long resting first.
It's up to
Do you want a long rest first, or do you want a short rest, or do you want to just go in?
I mean,
I would
I'm
like-
happy to long rest then go in. I don't care about Zerosh at this point.
Right, votes. We need votes. Voting system.
I
Do your
have
vote
one spell
thingy.
slot left, so my vote would be a long rest if we can.
Alright,
There you go.
tick for long rest, X for short rest, blank for nothing.
I just don't care.
Continue on.
I'm gonna wait and see.
That's-
I don't want to be the one who
It's
turns-
half.
Yeah, I know.
It's a 50-50 right now. Because I'm voting for Christine, and Christine votes keep going.
Christina's all good. She hasn't used much.
Wait, wasn't tick long rest and then go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, so tick is long rest. Nothing is just going now.
Oh, I thought you said nothing was like, as in you just don't care either way. Okay.
No.
Well,
No,
I guess
X is short rest. So you want a long rest. So 5. Okay.
I don't know where I am. I'm somewhere in the middle.
It's 4 to 1, potentially 5 to 1.
Alright, we'll go for a long rest. So, as we hit the long rest button, you will spend 8 hours to sleep. And
I will take first watch over Mardo's statue.
I'll take
as you
second watch.
as you all take watch, nothing seems to go. You can see anything. As 8 hours have passed, you all look ready and fresh and begin making the way towards the pink radiant, and that's what we're in session. Guys, how are you liking our gate puzzle?
You
I was
and-
gonna say I
Not
really
bad.
like the fire lion puzzle part of it.
I was legitimately getting angry sitting here going, why aren't they using the wands?
It still was gonna do so much damage.
I don't know what you expected from me, to be honest.
I'm like, Jakavika can take a few hits, it's fine. But it's like, the wand guarantees half damage, plus a save equals quarter damage, so you turn 4d10 into 1d10 equivalent.
Oh, and to make Osiris and everyone mad, like you picked the one thing that was like, okay, it's just normal banishment. But if you looked at like the absorb elements of the shield, you could have targeted other people with that one.
Oh.
The person needed to hold it.
Yeah, they had a range of 30 feet.
Okay.
Damn it!
Okay.
I do have a question for you, though. Why was the Balgrower your first choice of demon?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We were definitely picking a demon, and we saw monkey, so then we put Balgura.
We
Why-
put
why
the
the
demon,
bell?
it was like, what is worth banishing? And we're like, it depends on when they go in. But about
Look, if we had more health, I think could have been it, no problem. That really wasn't a worry.
I miss having a character that has a +10 to stealth normally, because if Theo had been here, She would have had a plus 20 to stealth, so it would have been like an instant win.
Also,
Unless I nat one.
if you want a fun one, Pass Without Trace, the magic missile statues and the closet room were both site activated. You could have walked past the statues with a high enough stealth check without activating them, and if you'd taken the key with stealth, it wouldn't have activated the closets. Obviously, no way to fucking know that, but there you go.
I just assumed because the lions probably wouldn't have worked with Pass Without Trace, that was like statues are kind of just like motion activated.
Yeah, it's like this place is kind of made to be annoying. Well,
I had a lot of fun with that key.
I also had fun with that key.
I thought you were just being a shitlord.
I like that.
And then I didn't realize. I was like, oh, it's cursed.
I love the message I sent to Mim. I messaged her the first line of the fact that she was cursed. She went, oh, perfect. Fuck them all.
But even more
I love
cursed,
this.
you've come one step closer to Jakubra actually maybe trusting you as the replacement.
Rude.
I'm the replacement bird.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't actually there for the full conversation as to when she left. I'm just under the impression that I do not see you as someone who can replace the little one.
That's fair.
I made her a bone crown. How can I trust you immediately?
That's fair.
But
Made me a bone crown too, by the way.
This,
No, actually, I think Annex made you the one.
Oh, that's possible.
but yeah, this has been fun. Like, me and Darian, like, last session sort of made this up the night before, because we were like, we have all this other stuff planned, but it just made more sense to shift that around. So we sort of quickly just did that and made the entire dungeon. And we're having fun with it. It's going exactly like we expected it to.
Oh, was this the thing that you guys made, like, the day that Darian had, like, 8 hours of work and then, like, basically jumped in and did this for the rest of the time right before session?
Oh no, so this was where I worked an 8-hour shift, then we did this until 3 a.m., then I worked another 8-hour shift, and then we had D&D. So I was going on 5 hours sleep.
I'm gonna make it a tradition. I am jailing my dice at the end of every session now.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I'm going to change out one spell because I can do that.
I hope you're having fun, because these are like actual fun puzzles though. Dang.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
This best is yet to come. These things are gonna make you guys mad, but gonna make me laugh forever.
Will it make me
If it
mad?
works.
If it works. No,
Alrighty.
it'll make me laugh forever regardless, even if it
Fair
doesn't work. But yeah, that's
I look
this.
forward to the end of this journey. Jakubra just becomes a pacifist.
Do our streamy boys, streamy people, streamy girls, streamy everyone have things to note for this upcoming week?
No,
Nope, I'm just addicted to Final Fantasy at this point.
Okay. Are you going through with your thing next week, Demi, or are you still waiting?
We're gonna start on the 5th.
5th, okay. Yeah, check out Dimitri. He's doing a stream of his own game, something of Rosio. I'm not in it. I'm only here to help world build and maybe play NPCs and fun free.
I'm gonna make sure he regrets his decisions.
But yeah, go watch that
I
from
have
the 5th. It'll be on Saturdays, right? Unless you're
Yeah,
changing stuff.
Saturdays.
Still waiting
Yeah.
for Citizens here.
But yeah, tomorrow
Yeah.
is Saturday, which means new long play. I'm playing Yakuza Kiwami. I love Yakuza. It's a good game. Everyone should play 0, and that will determine if you like every other Yakuza game.
Nice.
Tuesday, more primetime crown time. Kim has burdened us with Overdrill. We will be doing that and maybe finishing. Who knows if we do it in one. I don't think we'll do it in one though. Wednesday is, again, I said on Wednesday that it's sort of not becoming midweek multiplayer madness. There's a lot of stuff going on, baby and school and all that. So I'll keep asking every week if people want to do like Viscera and stuff, even new people, whoever. But it's sort of this amorphous slot at the moment, so it'll be what I feel like when I feel like it. And if I can't think of anything, it'll be Ori and the Blind Forest. So check that out.
I wish that I could play with you on Wednesday, but because Darian's doing the course, and he's like on voice chat, it kind of doesn't work out.
I mean, Wednesday is typically my Warframe day. You'd be welcome to join in, but
That is fair. And then Thursday is more Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I'm like like nearly done with that. And by nearly, I mean probably another like 4 or 5 streams, and then we'll move over to Pokemon Emerald and Moemon Randomizer, where I will literally hate everything when I'm doing that, but it'll be worth it for content. And next week will be session 33, I think, of Icewind Dale Ramblers of the Frost Maiden. They're in a fun slot. I might be killing Jeremy's 4th character. Who
Oh
knows?
my god.
Oh, that reminds me how to get creating that other thing.
That's his fault, though. By
It
his
is
fault, I
not
mean,
my fault.
It's not his fault, and it's not even really my fault. It's just how it is.
You've gotten the Kim curse.
No, he's got the Demi curse. The Kim curse is nothing.
The Strahd one, didn't she lose like a bunch of
Dimitri
characters in Strahd?
Dimitri beat Strahd before Strahd existed.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we're back in 2 weeks' time for session 27 of Echoes of the Forgotten. The Gate Part 2. Of maybe
Electric
3.
Boogaloo.
Who knows? I'm having fun. Everyone else seems to be having fun, but also being mad. And that's a good thing. But yeah, don't do drugs, stay in school. I'm not your dad, and I love you just as much. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye!
Bye.
Cheers.